Fortunately, we don't reason like that. Anybody thinking that Igbo presidency 2023 will stop us? What we want is Biafra, and what we're going to get is Biafra.
Declare no election, no 2023 general election in Biafra land. This no election in Biafra land has been activated. We are going to make it a task that must be done by every Biafran. All measures will be put in place to make sure the adequate civil disobedience is implemented to stop the election. Instead, Biafra will not come in 2023. We will burn down Nigeria, and still Biafra will come. Do you understand me? When we say we will burn down Nigeria, some people will shout, "Oh, go and arrest him. Go and arrest him." These are fools. Complete fools. You think we are scared of saying we are going to burn down Nigeria? Who will burn down Nigeria? You think war is to come and cement your house? You think fighting war for your freedom is to come to your house and cement it, or to go to government houses and put a pillar so that it will not fall? You think fighting for freedom is not about burning down? We're going to burn down Nigeria, and after burning it down, Biafra will still come. So the choice is yours. It is not. I want you to make this video go viral. I am saying it today, the 6th of November 2022. If you do not give Biafra freedom, and if we do not get freedom in 2023, and if we do not fight for the freedom and get it, we are going to burn Nigeria down. And after burning it down, we are still going to get our Biafra. All of them is what we call instead, Biafra will not come in 2023. We will burn down Nigeria, and still Biafra will come. Do you understand me? When we say we will burn down Nigeria, some people will shout, "Oh, go and arrest him. Go and arrest him." These are fools. Complete fools. You think we are scared of saying we are going to burn down Nigeria? Who will burn down Nigeria? You think war is to come and cement your house? You think fighting war for your freedom is to come to your house and cement it, or to go to government houses and put a pillar so that it will not fall? You think fighting for freedom is not about burning down? We're going to burn down Nigeria, and after burning it down, Biafra will still come. So the choice is yours. It is not. I want you to make this video go viral. I am saying it today, the 6th of November 2022. If you do not give Biafra freedom, and if we do not get freedom in 2023, and if we do not fight for the freedom and get it, we are going to burn Nigeria down. And after burning it down, we are still going to get our Biafra. All of them is what we call Win-win.
Welcome everyone to this special broadcast today. My name is Kelechi Ambrose and this is Biafra Global Network, and the program is Tide of Affairs. I want to thank you all for joining from wherever you are. Thank you for being part of this program today. Gloria Matthias, you're the first to send a message. I want to congratulate you. I want to thank you. Hi, good morning. Thank you also. Hi to you and good morning from here. I want to thank you all, those of you who are watching, wherever you're watching from today. It's a very crucial day for us, and we are set to go into program, and massively also. Certainly we have so many things that we're going to be talking about today, and we are very angry here. As you heard me yesterday, I decided not to talk about the Izombe attack and massacre, and because I was waiting for the drone Mazi Simon Ekpa to make the State of the Nation broadcast, and we all heard it last night when he made a broadcast and the declarations of the things that will be happening from now. Well, before we go into that, because we're going to be talking extensively, Tide of Affairs has to do with dealing with current affairs that concerns us all, and that concerns what we are doing, especially relating them to what we are doing as a people and fighting for our freedom. That is what the Tide of Affairs every Wednesday represents. And today on Tide of Affairs, our focus will be on Izombe, because enough of this. We have had enough of these wicked Fulanis. We have had enough of them. And that is why today we're going to be concentrating on the State of the Nation broadcast yesterday. We're going to be talking about some issues basic that we have to deal with now, because it is high time we dealt with every one of these people. They have chewed enough, they have beaten enough, and this time around, they're not going to go scot-free for every issue and every attack they make on our people. Because all this while they've been carrying out all the atrocities they've been carrying, and yet everything goes as normal. The Fulanis, I don't know where they get these guts and all this stuff from, because they are stealing our resources. Britain gave them the power because they think that they have the power and everything. Britain is behind them. The Arab world is behind them. They will come anyhow and begin to kill people, do anything they like and all of that. And yet they think that things will continue like that. We're not going to take it lightly this time around. We hear of that kind of attack, destroying the businesses of the people, destroying their houses, and then at Onitsha also, Headbridge, you saw what they did also. And the most annoying thing is that Peter Obi came out yesterday to begin to give excuse before they could even go into investigations. He has started telling you, he helping the Fulanis to give an excuse that it was an explosive. It was something explosion. It was an explosion within some chemicals over there. Who gave Peter Obi, who did the investigation to give Peter Obi that information? He talked about that, but he never talked about Izombe. He never mentioned Izombe because he knows that this Izombe concerns the military. He never mentioned that, but he was able to mention the one of Headbridge because he has seen a forum to give the people the wrong narrative. We're going to be talking about all of that today. Enough of this nonsense. We're not going to be taking this nonsense from all these politicians anymore. Thank you so much, Mrs. Adazayan, for joining. I'm really sad and angry today because of the various things that are happening in our land. Good day, bro. Kelechi, greetings. Thank you so much, man. I'm delighted to have you in the program. I've been expecting, of course, to see your message, and it has come. Thank you so much. And of course, I really want to, I will be appealing to our people because we need to do some critical work. Now, let me tell you, I'm going to give you some clues. Before we begin to go on into the message, I'm going to talk about this first. I want you to understand that the reason or the sole responsibility to publicize the messages of the autopilot and the messages we preach, so that the people in the communities, in the rural communities, can have the messages, is on us. I want you to understand that we have to do what we have to do to make sure we circulate the messages. Now, let me tell you something. It has become very urgent for us to apply every technique to make sure that in our communities, in our villages, every one of us who are part of this autopilot, who hear these messages, we belong to a community, we belong to a village, we belong to a community. We can spread this news. Now, I want to also say that it is very important for us now to think of getting transmitters in every aspect of Biafra land, so that our voice of Biafra radio 97.5 can reach out to everybody. because I received an information that some people don't even know what is going on. And I began to make calls and try to find out. I discovered truly, you know, that people don't even know what is going on. They have not even heard of the alliance. They have not even heard of what is happening. Some of them don't even know the actions we are taking now. Some of them don't even know the things that are going on. And the responsibility. Now, let me tell you something so that you will understand how urgent and how tactical this is. Because the issue of circulating information is very tactical and strategic in warfare. The first weapon we have right now is the weapon of strategically publicizing what we are doing, especially to our people to hear. Now, let me tell you how it happened. Do you know that as early as the 70s, and 80s, the Fulanis were already informed about the radio. They are so much informed about the radio that in any Fulani man you see has a small radio. Good afternoon, Mazi Kelechi, Unstoppable Movement TV. Thank you so much for joining me, Unstoppable Movement TV. Thank you so much. I'm delighted. Mazi Okonkwa, thank you. Good day, Mazi. Dalu, we need radio as soon as possible. Honestly, very, very important. Now, let me tell you, because it is very, very strategic in warfare. Do you know that in the early 80s, the Fulanis already know the strategy? They already have the plan. So they gave every one of them radio when they are going to the cities, when they are going to Lagos, when they are going to Owerri, they are going to Anambra. They give them radio. In their small kiosk, they are hearing the information. They are poisoning their minds. They are teaching them the things they need to know. They are telling them so many things. Because you know why? They want the people to be informed and to be updated so that when they want to carry the attack, everybody carries the attack at the same time. Good afternoon, my brother. Good afternoon, Ikenna Abalobi. Thank you so much for joining. I didn't see you yesterday. I believe that, well, I'm glad to have you today. Glad to have you today. Thank you so much, Ikenna. Thank you for joining. I'm going to talk about the issue of, we're going to still talk about that because today we are going to make them understand that we are very angry and we must begin to take actions that will give us our victory, that will give us our very, very, very angry. These people just come, they just bombard, they just destroy, they just kill. All we do, cry, and then start crying, and then everybody goes. No more nonsense, no more that. And I'm so happy that the dragon came all out and told them we are to stop this November. They're going to hear from us. You're going to hear from us. Mazio Konko, thank you so much. You said Okokondem. Okay, it's Calabaza Okokondem. Must reincarnate. Okokondem. I used to hear that Okokondem very well, but I've forgotten what it means. Yes, the Fulanis are well informed. Honestly, these people are well informed. Okokondem. That's the way it pronounces and sounds in the tongue makes me smile. Okokondem. Okokondem. I think that's how they pronounce it. Okokondem. That's their tongue. Okokondem. You're welcome, sir. Ikenna. Thank you so much, Ikenna. I welcome you also. Thank you so much, sir, for joining. Breeze Dishes. Shalom, shalom, Mazi Kelechi and everyone. GCK, thank you. All Breeze Dishes. I've been expecting you to be here. Mazi, can you refresh? Yes, I think I need to because I see my network signal here very poor. I don't know if I refresh would like to work very well because the signal, I don't know. I've been watching it even before I started. 30 minutes before I started, the signal have been very poor. And let me see if I can refresh and then come on again and see whether it can work so that let me refresh, please. Let me show everyone. Let me refresh, please. Let me refresh. Yeah, I hope I'm coming out loud and clear now. I'm coming out better now, right? Am I coming out better now? Am I coming out better now? Please inform me so that I know. So that Kukundem was okay, thank you. Kukundem was from Cross and Akwa Ibom. He was Biafra propaganda chief. He was God. Good. Okay, okay, that's the name of the man. Okay, yes, I think I've been hearing of this Kukundem, but I thought it was something representing a particular language. Okay, it represents somebody. Okay, thank you. Go on. Okay, greetings. Esther Chijum says greetings to you also. Mazi Kelechi, may the Lord continue to equip you. He said, Esther Chijum, thank you for the message. All right. Anthony says I'm coming out strong. Chukudi also says I'm coming out strong, still hanging a little. we have to manage it because I see the network is still yellow here. It's not green. So please, let's see how we can manage it. Let's see how we're going to manage it. Let's see how we're going to do it. So okay, all right, I'll go on. Now, I was talking about the Fulanis. Do you know? You see, sometimes these people that we call illiterates can do something of wisdom. They always read history. They always study history, and they have learned tactics of war and conquest through history. The Arabs taught the Fulanis tactics of war using history. They made the people understand that for you to conquer, you must be in synergy. So what they did is they gave them radios. Edith Ogoje. OJ, sorry, Edith, I'm sorry. Edith OJ, thank you so much. Good afternoon, my brother. Keep on preaching the gospel of truth. Yes, I will continue doing that. Thank you so much for joining. They taught the Fulanis, in spite of the fact that these people are illiterates, they teach them what they want to know. As much as they don't want them to go to the formal school, they say Boko Haram and Western education is forbidden. The only thing that to them is not forbidden is their own learning, their own Islamic learning, their own teachings, their own teaching of the people, the culture that they have to understand. So the Arab people, who are the source of the Fulani nation, they taught the Fulani to understand something. You must listen to instructions. And what they did, the strategy is to give them radios. Have you forgotten that as early as we were those days, in the 80s, we will see them hold radios. In that little kiosk, they are standing, they are guarding your house in front of their house, and they put their kiosk. You see them with radio. Their radio is playing 24 hours, charged every moment. They are listening to information, their teachings, the teachings of their imam, the teaching of all their teachers. They are just poisoning their minds, telling them what they need to know. They push them to the point. This program has been since Usman Dan Fodio. They push it to the time that now the people now know what to do. Even in the bushes where they are, in our bushes, they have radios. They are waiting for order to attack. Ikena, that's what our people have to know. And people we are fighting, many of them are wiser than some of our people. Yes, some of them are wiser than our people on Some People Movement TV. That is why I don't know why our people see. We need to contribute to get transmitters in every facet of Biafra land. Please, we need to do this. I don't know how we're going to do it. We have to begin to do this now. Please, we have to contribute to this. And I want every Biafran who is listening to me, share this message to people out there. We need to contribute. We need to go to the website and contribute and make it known that this is for transmitter. This month, we need to get, because the battle is getting close to another dimension. And except our people are informed to receive instructions, we might have so many casualties. These Fulanis, even those ones in our bushes now, those ones carrying their cattle, they have radio, they are receiving information. They can't be wiser than the children of God, for God's sake. And when they tell our people to contribute, to do things, they will not contribute. Why are we behaving? We think we are too smart. We are too smart that we become so foolish. We need to fix transmitters everywhere. And for now, as much as we are planning to do that, please, whenever you receive messages like this, you need to do you know that our people in the villages don't even know what is happening? Some of them don't know what is happening at all. They don't even know. The alliance program, they have not heard of it. They don't even know what Mazi Samanepa has been saying. They have not heard of it because people are not giving them information. Do you know that each of us here are from communities? If every time we have information, you pass it to your community members and tell them to pass on to the people in the community, do you know that we create success? As much as we wait for the transmitters to see that we equip Biafra land with transmitters everywhere, do you know that if we take these messages and begin to send to the people, sometimes it is hard for us to share messages. Sometimes it is hard for us to teach our people. We need to take it upon ourselves now because our people are in danger. Our people are in danger. If we begin to help them now to understand what is happening, we will save them from being casualties because they are going to come with more attacks. And we need to get our people to be aware. Please, anytime you have messages like this, as I am preaching now, Simon Ekpa is preaching, every autopilot member is preaching, you send it to your people. You have a key person or two persons in your community that has an iPhone or that has an Android phone. You send the message to them. You send the downloaded message to them. You tell them to read it. Then you tell them to begin to communicate to the people in the village. When they communicate to your grandmother or your auntie in the village, that one will talk to her group, the people that belong to her group. Another one again, you talk to her brother, will communicate to some his groups, and all of that. That is how we spread the message. You need to, or else we're going to have chaos. We have gotten to the point, the climax of you give of Promax. You think it's a joke? Promax means maximum attack, because we're going to be attacking them now. They have killed us enough. They have dealt with us enough. We are going to maximum attack. We're going to be dealing with them now, and they will be coming with attack. So our people need to be getting the information, so that if there's anything Mazi Simon Ekpa wants to pass on to the people quickly, as soon as it goes to the radio and as soon as it gets to your phone, you pass it on to the people who need to know it. We need to do these things. It's very, very, very important, very, very fundamental for us. We need to do these things. We need to do these things. Thanks. The reason why I do inform my people every day. Do you know, I was so pained that I discovered that some people don't even know what is happening. Honestly, communities, do you know that some people don't even know Mazi Simon Ekpa? It's shocking. Some people don't even know, not to talk about even hearing the things he's saying, the teachings. And some people even have wrong impression about him, saying that he's the one causing the mayhem in Biafra land. You see, so it is, the onus is on us to actually carry these things out to the people, to let the people know what is on ground. It is our responsibility to share messages. How much will it cost us? The money to cost us will save lives. Obviously, you are 110% correct. From time immemorial, I see the Janjaweed with radios. They are always with radios. Are they smarter than us? Are they wiser than us? Do you know that those radios, they buy battery for it? They use this battery radio. So tell me, are they not investing to buying batteries? Do you know they buy this finger battery, it dies, they buy another one, they spend money to get information. But when our people want to do something, they'll tell them, my data, I can't pass, this video is too much. This broadcast that Simon Ekpa has made, is too much. Please, I can't download this. It's too much. 2 hours. 2 hours data. 2 hours data. How much is 2 hours data? With 100 naira, 200 naira, with 100 naira you can even get one gig, and out of that 1 gig you use 200 megabytes or so to download and send to your people. It is very, very important. These malams, these abokis, this where aboki they say it means friends. I don't know, but you know we call them aboki. They buy battery and put in their radio, and they listen to information. They get information no matter where they are. The ones in our bushes, as I'm talking to you, all of them have radios. They are listening to the information. They are listening, even in their phones. They have radios. They are listening to their channel, because now the thing is everywhere. How come the Hausa station was everywhere in the zoo in the 80s? Ask yourself that question. How were they able to transmit through the radio? That means their transmitters are everywhere. That means even in the 80s, their transmitters have been all over the zoo. They have been, oh my God, they have been indoctrinating the people for years, waiting for this time. That is the tide of affairs right now. As I'm talking to you, we need to be very, very alert, and we need to stand on strong. We need to take our responsibilities as a people and decide to take the mantle and the mandate in our hands. We need to do all of this. Please, we need to begin to circulate these things. We need to begin to circulate these things. Now, let me show you what happened at Zombie yesterday. Do you know that Peter Obi only shunned the head bridge fire? Do you know why? He mentioned it because he wanted to exonerate the Fulanis. He wanted to exonerate the terrorists. Within just a space of time, that thing happened. The fire outbreak in that in the market there. He has already come online to say that the fire was caused by some kind of chemicals that were put somewhere, and then there was an explosion. Who investigated and gave him information within minutes or within 1 hour? Who gave him information? Because he wants to exonerate the terrorists. But the Izombe attack, he never mentioned it on his Twitter. I was expecting, he never, do you know why? Because he knows this is a direct attack on the people. There's no way he can excuse the Fulanis. So it's better for him to keep quiet, because he knows when he talks, he has to condemn the Fulanis and the Nigerian military, which is the Fulani Caliphate military. He has to condemn them. And for him not to condemn them, and he cannot blame the people, he refused to talk about that one. But he went to Uzum because it's a market, and of course, the military was not there to do that. So he wants to exonerate them. He comes and tells you that it is these wicked souls we call politicians. As according to what Mazi Simon Ekpa have said, this is the month. From this month, they will begin to hear from us. He wants to become president. He wants to go for presidency. He's contesting. Idiotic people. We have been allowing them go on with this nonsense for years, and they have been taking us for granted. They have been taking us for granted. They have been taking us for granted. They destroyed people's homes. Now let me play that video, please. I want to play that video so that we can see it, so that we all can see this wickedness. Please listen.
The way Izom is on fire. Everywhere smoke. Izom market is burnt. Look at Izom market. Everywhere is burnt. Melaku everywhere. Let me so back when I know. When do
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that gross wickedness from a contraption, from a government, so-called government of a country? Can you imagine that? Today I've decided not to preach. I want to express my anger and at the same time get our people to understand that we need to sit up, because we need to start sending messages to our people so that they all will have one mind with us. Can you imagine such level of evil? Yet, oh my God, Peter Obi comes out, and how is Peter Obi going everywhere, all over Biafra land? How come everybody in Biafra land knows about Peter Obi? Yet, the messages we preach, people are not getting the messages about their freedom, because people are allowing themselves to publicize things that are irrelevant and inconsequential. Today, even in the nooks and crannies of Biafra land, everybody knows about Peter Obi that he's coming to, and they are saying that let him come. At least it's better for him to be the president, because they don't have information of what we are doing. They are thinking that after Mazin Nnamdi Kanu have been kidnapped, everything has gone down. We are not taking our responsibilities very, very well. We're not operating that responsibility very well. We're not doing the things we need to do very well. We need to begin to correct these anomalies. We need to begin to push the narrative. Imagine this place. They have killed the people. Now, some of them say Peter Obi, when he comes, he will help them to stop this kind of killing. Whereas this person, this same Peter Obi, is going to come and cause more of this kind of havoc. We need to spread the message to our people. Mama Gloria says, truth, they have radio, and immediately they get information, they disappear. In my little village, Fulani knows everywhere that I don't even know. They know our names, and it's annoying. Oh, you have just said what it is. Now listen, some of us always say it doesn't matter, because we are too smart. Our people believe that they are too smart. It doesn't matter. They take things for granted. The same way the Hausa nation took the Fulanis for granted until 1803, when Danfodio came, conquered all of them and killed them, and subjugated all of them. Till today, they have been there, right down, over 100 years ago. They have been down because one man took them unawares, because they took it for granted. It doesn't matter. Pass information, it doesn't matter. Do this, it doesn't matter. Do that, it doesn't matter. But when it is the irrelevant ones, that is when you see all of them. Go to Twitter, you see all those people who call themselves celebrities. Now, I've told you people before, stop following all these people who call themselves celebrities, or whatever they're called. Stop following them. For the fact that somebody released music and became popular does not mean that the person has sense. For the fact that I just go now, I go to a studio, I make a music, and then the music now becomes hit, and everybody likes my song, and then it makes me popular. Doesn't mean I have sense. Doesn't mean I am intelligent. Doesn't mean that I'm influential. Doesn't mean that I have anything to offer. If you observe our media, if you observe, the entertainment industry in the zoo, majority of them are ignorant. I can tell you 95% of them, both music level, movie level, all of them, they are all ignorant. They just had an opportunity. Some of them, even the women, some of them is because through sex that they got the role they played, and then they became famous. They started befriending all these Atiku and all these people. That they are befriending the politicians. That is why they are popular. Some of these guys, because they go into putting their hands into one juju and all of that to make their music popular and all of that. That is how they came to fame. Some of them in the movie industry, they are just like the same way. The women go and sleep with politicians. They give them opportunity. They sleep with directors. Give them opportunity to showcase their talent, and then they now become popular. Then you now begin to follow them. How can you follow people who you are wiser than? People who don't have anything to offer, they will come and begin to tell you, Peter Obi, you will be jubilating, Peter Obi. They use their corrupt position, the position they didn't get by merit. They use it because people like their music. So if I release the music, it makes me wise. It doesn't make me wise. Stop following all these people. They are campaigning. They are the ones pushing this narrative of election to the people. The same politicians are using these people to push the narrative, and we are following them. Please talk to your people in the village. Tell them, all these musicians and all these movie people, tell them to disregard them. They don't have sense. Even the people in the village are smarter than them. They only need to hear the truth. When they hear the truth, they'll begin to do the right thing. These ones are corrupt. They are just after fame. That is why most of them go to do juju. That's why most of them go to houses of charms. That is why most of them patronize, witch doctors. That is why they get so diabolic. Majority of them are into cults. You should know all of this. You should know all of these. Majority of them are not there because they gained it by merit. We know that there are few people who gained it by merit. We know that there are few people who actually worked towards it and they made it, and through their talents and all of that, they became famous. Some of them are just opportunists. Some of them have gone to consult a witch doctor and they have given them, they have soaked them in some stuff, done some rituals and all of that. Their music becomes popular. You just have to love the music. Even the music that makes no sense. Because how many of their songs, for instance, make sense to you? All they talk about is shake your buttocks, shake your bottom, I like your breasts, I like pack well, and this pullover, and all those nonsense. What is in those songs? Does it make sense to you? Does it teach you anything? Rather, it makes you think out of this world and get yourself stupidly into an action that will even land you into trouble. That's what happens. We need to begin to reason. The people you follow that influence your life matters. People are pushing this narrative. We need to now show them that we are wiser than them. When truth appears, darkness goes away. When light appears, darkness goes away. If they can push the narrative of Peter Obi to communities in the rural areas, in the villages, then we are more capable. You and I are more capable. We are going to push the truth of freedom to the people. We have to take it as responsibility to push the narrative of truth to the people. It is our responsibility. So if you are out there, you are saying it doesn't matter. If you are out there saying that giving information is doesn't matter, then something is fundamentally wrong with you. It's either you are under the spell of these people, this voodoo of the Fulanis and their caliphate, or something is just definitely wrong with you. We must take action. This broadcast, I'm focusing on using Nzombe, and oh my God. Now, let me tell you something. Peter Obi comes out and tells you that it is something just exploded, chemicals put somewhere. Why is he being the one to narrate what happened? Is he there? How come within minutes or hours he has information about this? He has gotten. Did he send people there to make investigation? And if they made an investigation, how long did it take them? Suddenly he has information. He wants to exonerate the Fulanis, because he knows that in that kind of situation, since the military was not directly involved, he can exonerate the Fulanis. But Izombe, he never mentioned it. Every of the helicopter bombings and all the bombings that the Fulanis are carrying out, the Fulani Caliphate military is carrying out in the contraption, he never mentions it. Is it that we are not wise? Is it that some of our people, please, we need to begin to share messages so that our people will listen. Contact somebody, make somebody in your community a contact person. Once you get information like what I'm preaching now, like what Mazi Simon is preaching, like the Alliance program, like so many of these daily, once there's a preaching somewhere or an exposition somewhere, send it to that your contact person in your community. Tell him to reach out to so many people as much as those ones who don't have phone. Let him play it, let them hear. He can download it into his phone, send it to the people, talk to people in the community. They must spread the news. It is our responsibility to do this. We are in a crucial time now, the pro-max code or the pro-max stage of what we have to do, of taking our freedom. The pro-max stage is very crucial. Every information must go to the people in the grassroots. Every information must go to the people in the grassroots. Very, very, very important, very urgent, very, 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 so much important. I'm hammering on this because the Fulanis seem to be behaving more wisely than us. They have radios. They are able to buy little radios with their own money. They will work. They will come to your house. You hire them as security guards. They will be in your house. The little money you pay them, they will eat little, and then they will use the rest to buy radio. And then they will be using others to be buying battery. Listen to the information. 24 hours. They don't wait for power supply. They don't need power supply. Their radio is playing. They are getting the information in Hausa language. They are getting the information. Since the 80s, since the 70s, 80s, they have been flooding into the zoo. We were just relaxed. All we were doing is to relax and go to our business. I want to build a good house. I'll hire one of Buki to come and guard my house. I will do this. And they will be behaving like fools. You see all those malams, all those Fulanis, they'll be behaving like fools. They'll stay in your house. Yes, sir. They will be doing everything. They will stay in that small room you give them. They will stay there, but they are getting information. They are getting information. The information they are getting, they will use it against you that have the big house. Because let me tell you, they believe that house you have built is their own. By the time they finish the attack, the house will become theirs. You don't know that? By the time they unleash their attack, that house you have built will become theirs. So they are comfortable in that small room. And they are comfortable in that small room you have given to them. And they are comfortable because they have the information that will make them take over that house. They know that with time, it's either they're going to take over that house or their children will take over that house if they die. So they stay there, they marry there, they give birth to their children. Sometimes they will leave their children, their wives and all of that in the north. They will travel once in a while, go there, give them information of the things they need to know, come back again and return, and then keep serving you and go back, keep serving you. One day they will bring one of their brother. That's how we'll come and see the place and all of that. Before you know, the day the attack will happen, they know that they are going to kill you and take over your house. But your own, you are building foolishly. I want to build a house, and when I build a house, I'll get a small security stuff there for my own security, and then I'll get the Fulani man, put him there, let him be taking care of the house. When I'm going outside, I say, hey, Maboki, Sule, I'm going out there, so I'll see you in the evening. You are behaving boss. He's your boss because you are being foolish. He has information you don't have. The information that will make him take over you and your house. Either kill you, rape your wife, rape your children, take over your house. He has that information you don't have. And you are behaving bossy. People need to wake up. We need to send information. Look at what these politicians are doing. Spread the news they need to spread about freedom. They are not spreading it. Their agents are not spreading it, but they are spreading the news of election, the news of slavery. Election is a tool of slavery because in the contraption, there is no democracy. What you have is the caliphate rule. Don't people get this fact? How can you organize election in a caliphate rule when election is a strange product of the caliphate? In the caliphate, there is nothing like election. Election does not, it's not entailed. So what you see as election is called takia, to mislead you and deceive you to think that you are actually voting. But the best people you are coming to vote for are people they have positioned. Whoever it is, whether it's from your place or whatever, they make sure that these people are loyal to them, and they make sure they attach a Fulani to them to make sure that they keep to the agreement. And then they make you to vote. You think you are choosing for yourself. They are the ones choosing for you. They have already chosen the people. They choose 3 people, put them there, Atiku and Co, or 6 of them in different parties. Shetima and Tinubu. Is they are all under their stooge. Atiku and what's the name of this man now? Okowa or whatever his name is. They are under him. They're under the caliphate. Peter Obi and Dati, they are all under the caliphate. So whichever you take, they are the ones who chose. Whichever one you choose, they are the ones who chose. Whichever one you think you have elected, they are the ones who put them there. It is not you. It is the caliphate rule. They have standardized it. Because each of them are loyal to the caliphate. Each of them are loyal. Each of them are loyal to the caliphate. They can never do more than the rules of the caliphate. Do you know that the caliphate was created by Osman Danfodio? Do you know his template? I've been preaching that. I preached that yesterday. By next week, Tuesday, I'm going to preach the same issue of Osman Danfodio so that you can understand it very well. So if the caliphate was established by him and Osman Danfodio was the first caliph, what do you think that the caliphate there that is still in Sokoto represents? You think that caliphate represents your interest? That caliphate does not represent your interest because you don't understand some principles. You are too forgetful. You take everything for granted. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So the issue, a caliphate or a terrorist organization organizes, kills people in the Hausa kingdom, sets a caliphate and names it a caliphate, change the name of the community to Sokoto, now becomes the first caliph, and then he dies, he passes it on to his predecessor, Mohammed Bello, and that one comes again and says what he has to say, and they continue till this time, the same people in that same caliphate, and you are still telling me that it doesn't matter. The same strategy that the house has used, it doesn't matter, but it is the same principle they are operating on. The same principle of the Sharia that is being used, that they have used for over hundreds of years, from the 1400s when they came into the Hausa kingdom. They have been using that principle of the Sharia to manipulate the people in a social revolution. From there, it became a jihad, and now it has come to our time. They have been using this social revolution. All this while they went to the Yoruba kingdom, the Yoruba land. They made some of them Muslims. They turned them because it's a social thing using religious practice or religious style of penetrating them. They use it to get them to their side, and then suddenly it's a social thing. Oh, we can marry, we are friends, you can like that until they are able to get them. Now they are coming out with their revolution, their jihadist or their jihad revolution. Now their foot soldiers have come. They have AK-47. They are kidnapping you everywhere. They are doing everything to you. They are all out now killing, and yet you are saying it doesn't matter. Our people must sit up. We must begin to pass messages from today. Please begin to inform. Call people, talk to them. This is what is happening. Don't just stay if you're abroad. Don't just sit down abroad and be comfortable and relaxed. Now, let me tell you something. Let me show you a video. Let me show you a video. Listen to this guy abroad so that you think you're abroad. You think you're comfortable, you're fine. Listen to this guy. Just listen to this guy.
So I crossed into the European border through the Hungarian side, the Hungarian border with Ukraine. So I had to get a ticket from Hungary straight to Berlin. And then I had a valid ticket. The charter, the UN charter says, hey, this countries respect human rights, so they will give us a right of passage, right? I get to Frankfurt, still on a train. And then the Bundespolice came in, they stopped our train. They were like, I don't know, 15, 20 of them with dogs. They stormed our train. They walked into my coach, said, do you have a ticket? I produced my ticket because I paid for my ticket. 100 and something, I still have the ticket in my bag, 100 and something euros. I said, okay, do you have a right to enter Germany? I said, yes, the law says refugees from Ukraine are allowed to enter. That's what the law says. I bring out my ID, my passport, and my permanent resident in Ukraine. I show them. He nods his head. He goes, he talks to his superior, and then he comes back. And he says, I have to get off the train. I'm like, for what? He says, because I wasn't born in Ukraine. I was livid. I'm like, what does that mean? I wasn't born in Ukraine. I've lived in Ukraine so long. Why would you say because I wasn't born off the train, I should get off of the train? I have a valid ticket. Why should I get off the train? I didn't stow away on the train. Why should I get off? They said, oh, we need to register you and then we can let you go. There was a German lady I met on the train. She was nice. We were having a conversation all through in English. She told me, oh, I better have to comply. That they said because I wasn't born, I have to do this. I said, they are not doing this for the Ukrainians. I also have the same rights as a Ukrainian who was in Ukraine because I'm a permanent resident. So why are you doing this? They said, because we have to register you. So we got out, all the blacks, and this was just black people they were pulling off the train. So they took us to this holding facility. I remember the address. They took our passports. The address was in Nikola Tesla 1 in Frankfurt. It's a big warehouse. There they segment it. They have they segment the whole warehouse. So they had to keep us out in the cold for like, I don't know, hours, because there were lots of us. They said we had to take COVID swabs. They took COVID swabs. They will take your passports, they will bag it, they will take all the money, they will count it, they will bag it, and then they will write on it. Yeah. This is from the Buddhist. This is one of the bags they used to bag our personal belongings. As you see, it's still the same way. The cash that was on me is still the same, unchanged, untouched. I can't even bring myself to tell because I'm still traumatized by it. My bag has a tag. This tag was from Frankfurt. They tag your bags, they tag every personal belongings you have with a yellow tag and a code. Mine was A155. And this is something they made us understand that, oh, it's just simple registration. I even asked some of the Bundespolizei, oh, 1 hour maximum. We're there for 23 hours. Then the next thing I experienced was the most humiliating thing I've never experienced in my life. They took me to a room, asked me to strip naked. I had to go bare naked. They said, oh, I'm like, what's this for? They said, take off all your clothes. And then they made me squat and do a turn around, show them my ass and all that. It was so humiliating because in my life, even going through airport security, traveling, I've never experienced this. I'm like, don't you have body scanners for this? Even if you're suspecting somebody, they are drugs or they are drug moles, this is not the procedure. You don't tell people to go stark naked because you want to search them. When I got to Berlin, the girl told me, hey, that thing you did there is not registration. That's your whatever. I said, this tag I have it. I brought a paper. They said, no, that's for your personal records. I've never experienced such humiliation in my life. Each time I think about it, I want to cry. But as a man, my dad told me, don't cry. But it is humiliating. Somebody, a fellow man like me, would tell me to go naked. It is humiliating.
When you talk to people, they think that what we're doing is for formality. They don't know that what we're doing is to save every African all over the world. Yet there are some people who have decided to become a tool to destroy and to fight what we're doing. You can listen to that guy. You heard that guy quite all right. You heard him very well. But maybe, I don't know, maybe he is part of those who don't believe in Biafra. Maybe he's part of those who just believe he needs to go to Jandon. I just travel abroad, go Jandon. Make I go abroad, go know what's up. Make I go make some stuff. When I come once a while, I come into the zoo. I take, I come talk to Ngozi and Angelina, carry them, cruise them. After that, I go back, flex them around. I flex. After flexing, I go back. They call me, Jandon man. That egos, we are too concerned about ego and self and how when you bring the reality of things to the people, they don't see it as important. They don't value the truth. They prefer to live in the lies that slavery has put in their brain. Now look at him. Look at him crying. But what is the cause of this? He's not going to look at the root cause. He's only going to tell you that there is racism. They are being racist against Africans. They are being racist against dark-colored Africans. They are being racist against those ones who are not as fair as they are, the skin. But he won't look at the root cause. What have you done to make sure that these people give you respect as they give the Chinese respect? What have you done to make sure that these people regard you as much as? Tell him now to come and support ES and he'll tell you you want to make money from him. He'll tell you how much, don't mind them, they are using it to make money. Don't mind all these broadcasters because they want to make money from YouTube. That's what he will tell you. But he is crying. but yet he cannot face the reality. From what he said, did you see him mention anything that makes you believe that he knows where the problem is coming from? No. He just believes that they are just being racist against him. I have never experienced kind of humiliation in my life. They are being to that indirectly, they are being racist to us. But tell them now to face the truth and support their own freedom. They won't do it. That is the problem about us. Yet the Fulanis, being sponsored by the Arab world and Britain and the allies, they have a strategic way. Do you know, I told you, media is a strategic way of freeing the people. Information is strategic to the freedom of people. Please, I want to encourage you here from today. It doesn't matter how much it costs. These Fulani still have radios that they use battery for. Check all their radios. Most of their radios is battery program. It's battery. It's a battery radio. Check it out. Go and check them anyway. Till today, it's battery radio. They sell batteries. They take from there. They put again. They are using it to power their radios. You know why? Because they have been taught to understand that information is basic to their existence. If God had not told Adam, go and increase and multiply and replenish the earth, Adam will not even know what he's supposed to do. So that information needed to him so that he will understand what to do. And is that everywhere you are, that house belongs to you. Anytime they employ you to a house to come and guard, that house automatically is yours, but you must follow our instructions so that you will be able to take that house. By the time you succeed, you are going to take that house, your children and your wives will come to you, they will live in that house, and then as soon as you die, it is a jihad. When you die also, you have mansion above, and you have many women waiting for you, about 70 women waiting for you as wives, and over 200 or so, 700 women waiting for you as who are going to be your maids. All of them will be your wives. You'll be sleeping with women anyhow, and you have enough wine to drink in heaven. They have given them all those, and washed them with all those information from that little radio. So when you put them in your house as guards, they already see you as what do they call those from this they call them everyone from South, from Biafra land, they call them I've forgotten one word they use. They see you as nothing. You are going to soon be dead once they give the instruction. And now they have perfected it. That was why they had the Abuja Declaration to make sure that that thing was establish offices in every African country. They established their office. They chose Abuja because that is the central place for their witchcraft and evil, where they are going to take over, because they know Biafra land is very rich. They chose Africa, and they chose the zoo, and they put their office there in Abuja. They put their offices everywhere, and now they raise enough funds so that the zoo alone gave about $20 billion, not 20 billion naira. $1 billion is about 600 billion naira. Oh, now it's about 1 trillion naira, because now a dollar is 1,000 plus. So which means that if you have $1 billion now, you have 1 trillion naira. Oh, so you can imagine the kind of money they have to sponsor these people who are coming with AK-47. You'll be wondering, where are they getting the money? And still, they are kidnapping you, taking the money. They come now and they want to destroy your own resources. They went to Anambra. They have destroyed in Onitsha, destroyed people's businesses, because they want to render us. Now they have come with the currency, changing the naira note. They want to change. They want to destroy our economy. Economic jihad against us. Peter Obi never mentioned it. He didn't mention Izombe. And anybody tell me that Peter Obi mentioned Izombe? When they bombed other time Olu and all of it, but he quickly mentioned the markets at Headbridge. You know why? Because he can give an excuse for that one. As much as the military, the caliphate military is not directly involved in this one. So it is an opportunity for him to excuse them. To give the why did he come up on Twitter to start explaining? Who is asking him for explanation? Because he has to explain to make you feel relaxed and feel that, oh, these people are careless. They have destroyed themselves. They have burnt their own shops because they are careless. They go store chemicals in there. He wants to exonerate the Fulanis, and he also wants to use it as a means of campaigning for himself. That is why we are going to be dealing with them one after the other. This thing they have put us in all these years, killing our people, destroying our businesses, helping the enemies against us. We are going to let them understand that they are not going to go scot-free. They are not going to go scot-free. So I'm telling you, Biafrans, we have to be alert. This is the time to begin to fund information. I don't know why I decided to focus on this. This is not what I wanted to really focus on today. I don't know why I'm led to focus on sending information. Because we are in the pro-max stage. We are in a stage that is very sensitive and dicey and very dangerous. Our people in the communities, in our localities must understand. I keep sending messages to my people, forward to the people, talk to the people, send messages far and wide. Because this is the time we need to get people to understand what is happening. Or else we're going to have much casualties in our communities. By the time people are taken unawares, they don't know what to do. When things are happening, they don't even know where to run to because they don't even know what is happening. But if they are sensitive and we have been able to inform them about what is happening, you see them responding very well. You see them knowing what to do at a particular time and setting themselves prepared for any attack or eventuality. Let me go on to the messages. I paused the messages because I want to read the messages one after the other. Today, Tide of Affairs, I wanted to give you news around happening all over the world, but I want to focus on our own issues because these people have treated us so badly and they have made us understand that they don't have mercy. And we must come to the terms with that fact that these people are not people you show mercy. These politicians within us, we have to deal with them. We will take them, we will lay an example with them. You see that economic war they have brought to us, we are going to carry it out today later. We are going to stop the flow of oil in our land. We are going to carry out that economy. We are going to make sure that we make them starve and make them feel the pain of what they have done to us. In these hard times, they are destroying the business of our people. You know why? To crumble us as they did in 1967. The same way they are doing at Ethiopia to the Tigrays. Britain encouraging them, teaching them what to do. Food blockade, destroy their economy. The same way Russia is doing to Ukraine, bombing their infrastructure, destroy their economy, destroy their energy source that will help them grow their businesses. That is always a weapon of war. And so since they have brought it to us, we now know that they have declared war. Because when you begin to destroy the economy of people, you are actually fighting them. You are actually telling them that you have waged war against them. Because the only way you grow power of any people is to strengthen them economically. That is why Egypt became the first world empire that oppressed Israel. You know why? Their economy was grown by even the Israelis. As soon as their economy was grown, they now stood up strong because you need funds to become powerful. They know we need funds to sponsor Biafra and to get our sovereignty because sovereignty requires funds. They are coming after our economy. They are coming to destroy the wealth of the people. That is why we should understand that this time around, it is all-out war. I kept on saying the truth, because it is the fact. Thank you so much, Kingsley Odumegu. Thank you so much for that. We must keep saying the truth, and that is the main thing that we have to write on. The truth is critical to us. Good afternoon, congratulations. Thank you so much, John Maida. Thank you for good afternoon to you too. Kenna, Peter Obi will surely suffer, I swear. Definitely he will suffer. He's going to get it hot. I think it's going to be as business as usual. It's not going to be business as usual. Our people are stupidly smart. That is it. Very stupid, very stupid, very stupidly smart. You're correct, Esther Ichijum, because they don't understand what they should do and how to handle issues. It's further to put the chemical. Kenna, don't mind the man coming out to come and tell us that chemical, because he wants to exonerate the Fulanis. He wants to exonerate them. Kingsley, thank you so much. Information is the key. Kingsley, yes, thank you. Information is very, very key. That is why you see all of us now watching, and those of us who are going to watch later. Do you know that if each of us from each community send messages down, the messages will spread? That is why we must take it seriously. We don't have to wait for other people. We must take it seriously. Kingsley, thank you very much. We must take it seriously and spread the message ourselves. You are very correct and spot about the musicians. The only one I have seen for now is M. Josh, and I think you should host here one day. Okay, you see, for Biafra. Okay, if he's for Biafra, if he understands freedom, good. Kingsley, thank you. Very, very important. Very, very important. It's high time we took out our freedom in our hands and begin to do things. It is not only carrying AK-47. We must inform our people what is going on. Wise man from the east watches Nollywood, BB Niger, and BPL. That's all they are concerned about. And do you know that even in the rural areas, they know about BB Niger? Oh. The places you don't think that they know about BB Niger. Those are the things we know about for the times. Blessing Chuku, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Tina Martins said, I send greetings, Chineke. Thank you so much, Tina Martins. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Stop watching the video. It's really heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking, honestly, Ikenna. Very heartbreaking. The cry of that woman makes me feel the pain every woman, everyone in Biafra land is feeling. I felt the pain for everyone through that woman's cry. Good day, Master Kelechi in God. Biafra must trust, and by special grace of God, we are winning. Yes, we are winning. And we must do what we have to do to sustain our winning. Margaret Jogwe, thank you so much for that. We are winning. We are winning. Kingsley, Odumegwe, it doesn't matter, but you are busy changing names to Muslim names so you can get employed. That is it. Don't you see Asari? Because he wants to get millions. His name has become Luis Peters. Greetings to you, Kelechi from Turkey. Keep up the good job. May God bless you richly. He said, Luis, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. You are always here watching. Thank you so much, Luis Peters. And then whenever you're here, you comment. Ikenna, as many that says it doesn't matter, they will also suffer this same devilish work. Yes, so because when you say it doesn't matter, people are being killed. You are saying it doesn't matter, and let things be fine, and let's just be fine. Let's just be together. They will suffer the consequences. This is what they did to Jews in Germany. That's it. This is bad. Oh, my heart is bleeding. Aubrey's dishes and Margaret Joe were highest level of humiliation. You know what people are saying. I'm so down and pained. Shame on all the African leaders, the presidents, the government, whatever they call themselves. Shame on them. Margaret Jogwe. That is why Africa must arise. That is why we are doing what we're doing, so that Africa will arise. Exactly. All the wishes from you, and then from John Almeida. I wish you can make this guy a Google. Trusted badly, it will penetrate in people. Which guy are you talking about, John? Which guy are you talking about? My brother, if you tell this man that Nigeria needs to be divided, he will tell you, shut up, Biafra to the world. Of course, that's what they will say, but we don't need to tell them. We'll tell them by our actions. They will tell them by our actions that Nigeria must divide. By the time they see the actions from this month, they will know that we are serious. So we don't need to, we have been talking for a long time and they are taking us for granted. That's why they keep going around. That's why he's messing around. Margaret Jogwe, I'm crying here now, seeing this young man saying all these things. He could be my brother. Honestly, they strip a whole man naked. Trans racism is in another level. Why? Well, I don't call it racism. I call it good treatment, so that our people will begin to think. Let our people begin to think. That's why they are scared of Donald Trump, because they don't want anybody to tell them the truth. They want to be comfortable. See him crying. See the guy crying. I answered an international call and missed about 20 minutes of this broadcast. Oh, sorry, man. You can still get it back after now, because there are so many things that were said anyways. But Fulani humiliation on our land is worst. Always dishes. Fulani has humiliated us into the point that they use our own people. Oh my God, it's so painful. Scolante, autopiloted, but they are being racist. Just that we should go and fight for our freedom to come out of this humiliation. That is it. They are being racist, yes, but we don't need to concentrate on that because we gave them the reason to be racist towards us. Because we show them that we are cowards, and we show them that we don't have will, we don't have courage, we're not confident, we don't know what to do. They did something to change their system. We don't want to do anything to change our system. So what do you expect them to call us? They call us whatever they want to call us, and they become racist towards us. So we don't need to fight them for being racist towards us. We need to go change the narrative so that they will now look on us as they look on China now and respect China. They want to sit with China to discuss. When China coughs, they respond. When they are responding because China has now brought themselves out of that poverty level. China didn't go out telling them not to call them and whatever they are calling them, or to call them poor. China just went simply to change the system. As soon as they changed their system, they were able to solve their problem, and suddenly they respect them. Xi Jinping, the president of China, now respect him. When he talks, they respect. Some two virgins and a lake full of wine. That's it. That's what they are thinking. Take over your house here. Then when they die, they go get 72 virgins, and then they have wives. And aside the 72 virgins, they have how many wives or how many slaves, maids that will be working for that one man? I think they say about 700 or so. Is it 200 or so maids? 800 or so maids for one man. So aside these 72 virgins, he's going to have hundreds of women he's going to be having sex with, who are his maids. So they believe so much, and they say that God, in that heaven, there is going to be so much strength and power, and the wine they will be drinking will be energizing them. And then, so they will have power to be sleeping with all the women, infidels. That's what they are. Thank you so much, Joseph. Oh, thank you so much for that compliment. I appreciate you, infidels. Yes, they are infidels, John Almeida. They're infidels. That's what they are, infidels. Tina Martin says, yes, that's what they are. That's what they are. They are infidels. We are not the infidels. Nyamiri, yes, that's what they call us. Nyamiri. They call everybody from the south Nyamiri. Thank you, all British dishes, for telling me that. Nyamiri. Yeah, okay, the infidels you're talking about. That's what, no, the word I wanted is this Nyamiri. That's what they call us. They call us infidels, quite all right, but the word I actually wanted is this Nyamiri word. Nyamiri. That's what they call us. They call us Nyamiri. They tell them in the phone. They are infidels. They are Nyamiri. May God bless you, sir, for the work, bro, Joseph. Oh, thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. Economic jihad. Oh, British, yes. The economic jihad has hit us so badly and so hard that it's become very, very terrible. John Almeida, Naira, and dollars. That is it. $9 is horrible now. Everything is so horrible. And let the guy stop crying. If it's in the zoo, Nigeria, police will kill him. He's still lucky that happened in Germany. Well, it's good that he's crying anyways, at least. And we can now know how our people reason. They prefer to be where they are tolerated. They want to go there. They don't think of come to change these things in the zoo where they know they are going to be killed. They run away from where they are going to be killed. They go where something they think they're going to be tolerated. And then when they are treated badly, they now start crying. So you see the double standard. Rather than facing your life and facing the situation in that place now that he is, if it were me, I will not come out for broadcast. I'll be looking for IPOB to sponsor so that we will bring down the zoo, so that I can go back, so that I won't be treated this way in that land anymore. That's what I will do. I'll be looking for IPOB to join. Now, today, I'm in my location now. Am I blaming the zoo? I'm not blaming the zoo. I'm attacking them from my location. And I'm doing everything to make sure that they go down so that I can return to my land. That is what it is. If I come on social media and start crying and say this happened to me there, that's why I run away from the zoo, because this happened to me, and I start crying. Does it make change anything? It's stupidity. I'm only seeking I'm just trying to attract pity to myself and attract sympathy to myself, self-pity and sympathy, to continue to dwell on my stupidity. I just pray. I don't know whether he's part of because he's not talking like somebody who actually is connected to any freedom fighting body. If it were me, if I'm going to speak like this, I'll say, see how they treated me. That is why I want freedom for my people. That is why I'm going to stand to make sure that this zoo contraction breaks so that I can go back to my home. I won't be there crying. I won't be there crying. I'll be there telling them this happened to me. They made me naked. A fellow man like me made me naked. This fact, I am going to stand strong to make sure that my nation is free, so that I can go back to my place. I'm tired of being treated abroad like this. I'm suffering here. Where I'm living, I'm a slave. They treat me differently from others. I will preach the gospel of freedom so that people who see my video will not see the cry. They will see the words of freedom, and they will take anointing from me. They will believe in what I'm believing, because they will look at me, somebody who has gone through this thing, and the person is now seeking for his own freedom. That is what we all should be chasing. So they will now, you would have passed that message indirectly with that, rather than coming there to cry. You are crying for us, for us to do what now? For us to start writing on social media. See how they are treating us. See how they are treating us. And they cannot be treating us like this. Nonsense. That's not what we have come to do. Every situation you find yourself abroad or wherever you are that happens to you, see it as an opportunity to say the truth and to decide to stand for your freedom and tell everybody this is why we have to be free. The situation I find myself now, I'm using it to preach freedom. I'm not using it to cry and lament and look for who is going to pity me and say, oh, sorry, oh, see how they are treating them, oh, see how they are treating. They are justified treating me that way because they fought for their own justice and they have it. You want to come and enjoy it free of charge? They must prompt you to go and do what you have to do. You have just been lazy. You don't want to face reality. So they have to treat you the way they treat you so that your senses will return. That is what they are doing. They need to treat you the way they are treating you abroad. Donald Trump must treat you the way he's treating you so that you will go back. That is why I want Donald Trump to come back. So that all the African Americans, all of them, including those ones that went there through slavery, that think now America is their land, all of them would need to think. I want somebody who is going to even be more firm than Donald Trump, that will come and give laws against this black these people they call blacks, because all of them believe they are blacks. That's why they don't think well. When you tell them they are not blacks, they tell you, no, we are black Africans. Because you think you are black, what else do you expect? They call themselves whites. They call you black because they know you are stupid. And they believe that you buy the narrative. You are black, so you believe it. Is your skin black? No, but they call you black. You accept. The Bible talks about the kingdom of darkness, the kingdom of light. And you know darkness is a black thing. Darkness represents black. And they are calling you black, which in the Bible, black represents evil. And yet you are accepting it. You are coming here now. Look at him. I went here. They searched me. They stripped me naked. They did this. A fellow man like me stripped me naked, and he started crying. If he had used that moment he used in crying to tell the people, see what they did to me, let's face freedom. Let's face our freedom. We must get our freedom. Do you think it will not pass a better message? But even if he says it that way, some people will still say, I beg, forget this thing, which freedom? Some people will still take it for granted. That's the truth. That's how stupid our people are. We're so stupid and wicked to ourselves. Thank you so much, Mazi. Yes, Nyamiri. That's what the word I've been looking for. I was thinking, I don't know why that word escaped my mind. Nyamiri, Luis Peters, my Josh is the only musician that is speaking the truth, and he's 100% in support of Biafra exit. Okay, Josh. Okay, I don't know who Josh is, anyways, but if you can connect him to me, and let me talk with him privately, and then I know his mindset, and then we can have him, to be here. And this reminds me, on Friday, Why Africa program, we're going to be having strong men representing both the Oduduwa and the Biafra region, nations, on this platform, 1 p.m. Biafra time. We're going to have Kelechi Media and Prince Ezem Iheanacho here. We're going to be talking on issues about the alliance and then how it relates to the freedom of Biafra, how Oduduwa and Biafra would be the source of freeing Africa. On the Africa show, Why Africa show on Friday, 1 p.m. Biafra time on this channel, we're going to be having Kelechi Media and Prince Ezem Iheanacho to talk extensively on matters that relate to the alliance and how the alliance is going to work and what the content of the alliance represents to the two nations, the benefits of the alliance to the two nations, and how it will affect Africa positively by the time we get our freedom. And we're also going to have them also preparing, and this program is going to be the premiere to the mega joint IPOB autopilot media, and Oduduwa media joint broadcast. It's going to be a premiere to that. We're going to tell you the date of that, where the two media sides, both the media personnel of the Oduduwa Nation and the media personnel of Biafra Nation will come together. Then we are going to massively have these two sides, and we're going to be talking massively on issues that connects us on all sides, economically, socially, politically, and otherwise. We're going to have that massive program on this platform. And I'm going to, be talking, asking questions on the two sides, and we're going to be hearing the ideas. It's going to be massive. So prepare yourself for this Friday as the premier program to the grand program coming. Koiki Media will be here with Prince Ezemi Hanacho, our own person, a strong Biafran, an educationist, a psychologist, and with his philosophy, he's going to teach, he's going to speak, and he's going to represent the Biafra school of thought in this regard on this platform on Friday, 1 p.m. Biafra time on Why Africa program. Remember, we have Why Africa program every Friday on this platform. And so we're going to bring them because they represent two nations in Africa. Prince Ezem Ihanacho represents the Biafra nation. Koiki Media represents the Oduduwa nation. Two of them as part of Africa. We'll be talking extensively on this alliance and how it will affect Africa. Get ready because you're going to be informed that day. Prepare yourself widely and get prepared. My Josh is a strong one-man squad campaigner fighter. Wow, I need to hear him and get to know him. John Almeida, please make that arrangement. Let's talk from there. And then Tina Martin Sauce, maybe our media team would use a day for send message day to people on ground. Just a suggestion. To send people on ground or to send people messages in Biafra land. Is that what you're trying to say, Tina Martin Sauce? Please make me understand. Because it should not be just a day, it should be every day. Because this one needs to listen to radio every day. You are blessed, Mazi. I love you. Unstoppable Movement TV. Thank you so much, Unstoppable. I love you too. So much love, more than what you have from me. Thank you so much, Unstoppable Movement TV. Thank you. The guy stopped by Germany immigration. Okay, you're talking about the guy stopped by Germany. Okay, John Almeida. Okay, yes. Well, that's you should not be crying. It's a sad thing that we face the truth to know should be going. It's a sad thing, but we must. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I'm reading this thing strongly. Ordina Kachiku. It's sad thing, but we must face the truth to know should be going. Okay, I think I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say here. I'm trying to understand it, but I know, of course, you mean something positive. Unstoppable Movement TV. Our people are afraid of war. How can you be afraid of what is already coming to you? The thing you call peace is actually war, because that is what they are bringing to you when you think you want peace. So why not give them back that war so that you can have permanent peace? Because if you don't give them back that war, they are bringing the war. They are going to still fight you, and that fight they are going to fight you will keep you permanently under them. But when you stand up to them, giving them back the war, you will now restore peace that will be permanent and will stay with you permanently. So that's it. So why can you be afraid of what is already coming to you? The thing is coming to you, you say you're afraid. If you're afraid of it, then it's consume you. If it's OJ, shame to the man who have what it needs to help and need and never cares to help the poor. Shame to such kind of people. That's why sending messages and getting information and giving to the people is very important. So shame to anybody who has information also that does not give to any other person. You want to keep it to yourself because you're abroad. You don't want anybody to know about it. Okay, Chuku Owo, I wonder who the senators from Biafra land are representing. Definitely not human beings, rather dead men, as none have summoned courage to bring these atrocities before the Senate. How can you? Now let me ask you a question. I want to ask because this talk has made me remember something now. Now let me ask you. Let me just say this critically. You have people who claim to be senators and representatives of the people. Now, the people, 99% of the people are saying that we want freedom. The people who say they are representing you are not even mentioning it. They don't even talk about it. They don't mention when you they're not saying what you are saying. They're not talking about the freedom you are mentioning. They don't mention it. Rather, they are mentioning election. Come and vote me. Come and vote me. Come and vote me in the contraction. And you are saying you want to leave that contraction. They say, come and vote me in the contraction. What does it mean? It simply means they're not your representatives. They're not your senators. They're just businessmen who are doing their business, because Nigeria is a business product, a business company that you are a product. So they use you to get what they want to get, because products in every company help the owner of the company to get money. So you are the product. Nigeria is the business. They are the managers of the business, while the Fulanis are the directors, while the British are the owners of the business. So they actually use you are the product. They make the money from you, but you see them as your boss and as your representatives. So, but they make money from you. So why they won't talk about it? Is not the will of the people that is important, because the people's concerns. Don't you see that don't you see what happens abroad? When it is the people, the things that the people are saying that these people always want to meet and talk about. Scotland today, they are talking about leaving the UK. The people of Scotland says it, and their representative Sturgeon says the same thing the people are saying. But they are killing you. They don't mention it. You are talking about how they are killing you. They are not saying it. The politicians are not saying it. You talk about you want to leave. They don't mention it. You say free Nnamdi Kanu. They don't mention it. It is when they see it has gone to their throats, they'll begin to say, okay, free him. And let's have a political solution. For their own interests. Oh, I don't want to preach that for now. I'll speak about this more extensively next time. So we're going to talk about this. Okechukwu, thank you for bringing that up. I'm going to talk about this some other time. Mazi Okonkwo says Peter Obi is under Takia influence as an Nyamiri. Of course, he's under, and because of his own selfishness, that's why he's under that influence. Because everyone who stays under an influence of a spell is actually a selfish and greedy person. So they use that selfishness and greed to hold them under their spell. That is why no matter how much you bring to me today, you cannot buy me over to Nigeria. You can never, there's no money you give to me, I will come to you for one Nigeria. It's not possible. Because I know I can make more of that if I have my own nation. So why would I take that nonsense that will put me in slavery and put my generation in slavery? So Peter Obi is only a selfish man who actually fell into the spell of these people. And now he's there and he's going to be destroyed by it. That's the truth. It's not a curse. It's something that's going to happen. Because when you allow yourself, Pharaoh actually had this wickedness in his heart to oppress Israel. So when God cast the spell of hardening his heart on him, it fell on him. Because God cast the spell based on his mindset. God does not cast a spell on you if you don't have such kind of mindset. So anytime you see spiritual order happening in the lives of people, that spell is working based on their mindset. Because they have such kind of evil mind, it uses that evil in their mind as a spell over them to actually destroy them in the end. John Almeida, the Westerners should continue to give us water in their land to encourage us to give some of our bad people in Africa water. Yes, so my brother, you are very, very correct, my brother John Almeida. You are very, very correct. They need to continue to give us that water. I agree with you, Tina Martins and Mazi Kelechi. They are not happy that their people paid the price of fight for their freedom and make their nations better. So why would you come to enjoy it freely and let yours? That's it. I work hard and make my stuff. You just lazily, with your lazy bones, you just want to come and sit down in my domain and feel comfortable and claim rights. You want to have the same right with me in my domain after I have fought the battle. You just sit down there. You just sit down when I fight the battle and then I return. You now come, just roll in with your lazy bones. Come and sit down in my terrain. Say you want to fight. You want to have the same right with me. For what? Exactly. The fake reality mindset must change. Imagine if all Africans have that mind of freedom. That is it. Africans should have that mind of freedom. I've not seen Lolo the lady today. What's happening? Margaret Jogwe and Mazi Kelechi, you are right. Thank you so much, Margaret Jogwe. Thank you so much. Yes, Koiki, my personal person, Obris Dishes. He will be here live on Friday on Why Africa program, 1 p.m. Biafra time, with our own Prince Ezemianacho. Unstoppable Movement TV. Wow. Thank you, Unstoppable Movement TV. Also, let me read from John Almeida. Joint broadcast, great news. Yeah, so we're going to have that joint broadcast very, very well. We're going to be working strongly with the Odidua world now. And so we're going to get our freedom together. Chika Okore, good morning, Biafra. Thank you so much, Chika. Corey, thank you. Aubrey's dish is fantastic, okay, relating to the joint broadcasting and the appearing here on Friday. So prepare yourself. Please inform people on Friday. Let them show up here, 1 p.m. Biafra time. Koiki Media will be here with our own Prince Ezemi Hanacho, who has always been our guest here and teaching us, and especially in the Mind Surgery show, and then also in Recreating Biafra program every Thursday. He's going to be here tomorrow. Prince Ezemi Hanacho is going to be here tomorrow on Recreating Biafra program. He's going to also talk extensively on basic issues that have to do with, us, every one of us using what we have to actually better our land as we get into Biafra. And on Friday, he will be here also with Koiki Media to talk extensively on the issues of the alliance and Benefit Africa. Chinasa, Vivian, God, good job, bro. I love the sound of that. Please keep it up. Thank you so much. Chinaza, okay, Chinaza, sorry, I thought it's Chinaza. Chinaza, thank you so much. Wow, the collabo with our Odidua brothers is getting more interesting already. Chai, our leader Mazin can't ask for more. Yes, so Tina Martin says this is what he has longed for. And I thank God he's coming now strongly. And when he returns, he's going to be so happy, so happy. Emmanuel Free, please, Mr. Raf and Chiamaka Jerry can link you up with M. Josh. We want to host him in this platform. Please, Mr. Kell, make it happen. I thought we definitely, once you guys tell me a thing, I take action quickly. So I'll link him and I'll discuss with him on that matter, and I'm going to bring him up here. I think I'm going to bring him up, if it's possible, I'm going to bring him up on Friday. Okay, tomorrow is Thursday for the Recreating Biafra. I'm going to bring him next week, Thursday, because Recreating Biafra has to do with talents. We want to interview people who have talents, to do different things, and we want to find out their mindset and how they think their talents, their area of talent can be useful for. So anybody that is very talented, whether can build anything technologically or can do anything, just tell me, inform me. We're going to organize them. We're going to showcase them on this platform. We're going to interview them. They're going to talk to us along the line of their talent and of their gifting. Every Thursday, this is every Thursday, the Recreating Biafra program is meant for that, because everybody's talent is supposed to be useful for the recreation of Biafra. So if you have anybody who is talented, who is gifted, that you want us to bring to the program to actually showcase their talent and to speak about what they can offer to Biafra, tell them, talk to them, let them get to me, get me across to them. Let's discuss. Once we discuss, I fix them for a day. We can have 2 guests on a day, it doesn't matter. So every Thursday we have that room for interviewing such kind of people. Even if you yourself are gifted, you have a gift that you can offer to Biafra, whether an idea, whether you can do anything technologically, whether you can do anything academically, whether you can do anything entertainment-wise, any arts, any kind of art, whether fine art and performing art and music art and all of that, any kind of art, whatever you think you can offer in your line, just talk to me. I'm going to showcase you, interview you, talk to you, we interact, we see how your talent and how you can collaborate with other Biafrans with that kind of talent too, to make something different in our land and to see that we get our freedom, and our freedom will give us opportunity to build our land using your talent. So thank you. If you have that, you tell me. Just send me a direct message on +212 707 898 194 +212 707 898 194. One more time, +292 707 898 194. Just send me a message. Thank you. Nigeria is a big business. That's what the zoo is about. It's a business for a few, owned by Britain, directors, the Fulanis, the managers, the saboteurs, our midst, and our people who call themselves political leaders, and Ohaneze and Co and Pandef and all of that. They are the managers on behalf of the executive directors, board of directors, who are the Fulanis, while the British own the company. And then we, the masses, are the products. They do business with our heads, sell us, kill the one they want to kill, take the money they want to take from you, do anything they want to do to you, raise the bar, raise the taxes, do everything to you. You are the product. Steal your oil, leave your land destroyed, desolate, and everything. You are just the product. They make their money. The managers take their own cuts. They give to the pipeline security people too, who are part of the people who are the stooges of the managers. And then the caliphate takes their own cut, who are the board of directors. And then the owners of the business, the main owners of the business, Britain, take their own cut also. And so the chain continues like that. But we are breaking it this time. We are breaking it this time. We are telling them, everyone will hear it from this month. We're breaking it this time. All hail Biafra, Uzo, Amaka, Nicholas. Thank you so much for that. Mazi Kelechi, you are doing a great job. May God continue to bless you and your family. You will see Biafra. Ise Alozie Friday. I say to that. Thank you so much for that prayer. I'm delighted and happy to have that. And Afre Emmanuel says, we can't wait to have Koiki Media here. Man, I will be here. Thank you so much, Afre. He will be here live. And after now, I'll still contact him. We'll still have him. I'll still discuss on that. And of course, we are going to have them live here. Uzamaka Nicholas, great news. We love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother, Uzamaka. And also Ikena Abalobi. He said, I saw a news now that they have burned my houses in Uli, Anambra State. Really? Your house? They have burnt your houses. Do you see what we are saying? Ikena Abalobi just brought a message now. He said he just got a news now that they have burnt his house in Uli, Anambra State. Uli. Can you, Biafrans, see what's happening? Can you people see what is happening? This is why we must do everything. You see, that is why I talk about sending messages to our people. You see, at Izombe, people died. At Headbridge, people died. They are killing our people. They are destroying us. Look at this house now. Economic jihad. This has happened to one of us now in our midst here. Ikenna Abalobi in Uli, Anambra State. This has happened to one of us right here now. The news has come to him. And some of our people, both some people in that community may even be talking about election, supporting Peter Obi. Please, my brother, please send messages. Let's tell the people, let them start listening to this kind of broadcast and broadcast of Mazi Samonepa and other the ones you can you can lay hand on. Send it to them. Let them begin to spread it in that community. Because they have to remove the people's mind from Peter and let them begin to stand rugged now. They have to start standing rugged with us now. They have to start. Everybody's heart must be turned backwards now. Everybody's heart must become stone against the Fulanis. We can't allow this mess to continue. We can't allow these idiots to continue. Yesterday we had some Fulanis here talking rubbish. They will not come and take this kind of message to their people. They will not come and take this kind of message to their people. They will come here to tell us how to treat the Fulanis. We must turn the heart of our people against the Fulanis, just like they use their radio to turn their hearts against us. Just like they use their radio to turn their hearts against us, we must turn the heart of our people against the Fulanis. And anybody who represents the Fulanis, who calls for election, is a product of the Fulani, is a stooge of the Fulani, is a representative of the Fulani. We must turn the heart of our people against every one of them, including all the politicians. Let them know that election is another way of continuing this madness and to put all of them in perpetual slavery. So please, send messages and begin to talk to them. Send messages, tell them to spread it. There's a coded way of spreading messages. Messages have a way of going very fast in the villages. Give one person the message. The person talks to his friend talks to the other one. He talks to the other one. They keep talking to one another. In their peer group, their youth forum, they talk about it. When they come to their youth meetings and their gatherings in the evenings and every of that, they discuss it in the family units there. They discuss it. That is how you're going to pass the message. That message must spread. This gospel of freedom must spread in that community. In that community, as much as everyone who is also here, spread the message in all your communities. Look at what you have done to our brother. This house, who knows how he worked to build these houses? Who knows what he went through to build these houses? How he labored where he is to build these houses? One day, Fulanis take it away, because they have been hearing the news in their radio all these years. We are going to deal with these people. We are going to deal with these people. We are going to deal with these people. They have been telling them what to do against these people. They know that in the villages, they cannot take your property. But the ones in Lagos, they can take it. So the status here is that when they come to Lagos, they come and secure the house for you. When they come to your village, they come and destroy your house because they can't take over that one. They need to take over the land so that they can take over the oil. And then they can begin to build on those houses, set their own thing when they take over the land. That's the program. That's the plan. That is the plan. That is the program. So we need to start sending messages. Anywhere Fulanis are found, treat them the way they should be treated. We need to be very firm now. We have been too relaxed for years. We have been too relaxed. We have been taking nonsense. We have been taking nonsense. Honestly, I can tell you people, we are taking nonsense. Somebody brings knife to cut off your neck. You are still trying to discuss. What do you want to discuss? Somebody keeps cutting your neck every day. Somebody keeps taking AK-47, take AK-49, different kinds of sophisticated weapons, shooting and ravaging villages, communities, cutting out people. Look at that lady they butchered that, raped that lady and butchered her. A Biafran. Till today, people are still talking about Peter Obi. Who is going to bow down? Somebody you see, he bows to Atiku. Somebody you see goes to it, where their stuff went to sit down there. They were telling him, make us believe that what you are doing is for the Hausas. He stood up to tell them that he's standing for everybody. He's not representing his people. He came all there to make you understand that he represents Fulani's interest. Yet, our people are still going after him, that he's going to be their Messiah. They have this, oh Lord have mercy. They have rejected Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is Peter Obi, who is also Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's enemy, based on the fact that he has been the killer of our people, and which made Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say he's going to pay for it. And now our people have forgotten so soon. We must keep their memory intact. We must send messages to them, keep their memory intact, for them to get messages always that will make their memories to be refreshed, because slavery has affected their mental faculty so that they easily forget things that are positive and things that should be positive about their mindset. Things that should be important, they forget it, because slavery has actually caused them to hold on to trifles and to hold on to things that are not important. Slavery has caused this devastation. The devastation was created by slavery. We must change that narrative by teaching them the truth, by teaching them the real thing, by teaching them what they need to know. So please, everyone on this platform, start sending messages to make it a duty now, because we are in the pro-max stage where things are going to be happening from now, and from now happening, we must begin to pass the messages to our people. We must begin to pass the messages to our people. Please, look at what has happened to Ikenna. Oh, God bless you immensely. Eunice Uchechi, thank you so much. I'm delighted for your prayers. Thank you. I'm so angry. Thank you so much, Eunice. True Talk Margaret TV. Thank you, All Hail Biafra. Thank you, True Talk Margaret TV. Thank you so much. I'm delighted. Kelvin Aposiono. How do I pronounce it? Sorry. Good afternoon, bro. Kelvin, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Chai, Obrish dishes. Sorry. I said Obrish dishes. Obrish dishes. Honestly, it's so painful, Margaret Jogwe. It's so painful. It's so painful. It's so painful. It's so painful. It's so painful, honestly. Sorry, Ikenna. We are really sorry about this. And this has prompted us. We're going to take action on these matters. These Fulanis, we all must put hands together to wipe them away from our land and chase them back to Futa Jalon that they conquered, Futa Bundu, Futa Turo, those places that they have conquered. Let them go back to those places. If the Hausas are refusing to chase them away, let the Hausas keep keeping them there. Over 100 and something years, they have put the Hausas under bondage. None of them are saying anything good. None of them are doing anything to save themselves. But we must make them free themselves. Hausas must free themselves of these blood-sucking demons. Hausas must free themselves, because we love the Hausas. Their good heart has put them in this mess. They have to be free so that they can be restored and get back to do good things as they used to and develop. You heard it when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that the first weapon, the Hausas were getting advanced. But today they are now like the Fulanis, cattle, because they have turned all of them to Amajuris. They have turned all of them to Amajuris. So we must help Hausas to be free. And we must start by taking this freedom very forcefully. As the Oduduwa said, before the end of this year. In fact, as we are pursuing the counting, I think it's 117 days now, 116 days, I can't remember now. Can somebody remind me? As we are counting it, we are still standing with the Oduduwas. That before the end of this year. Because the 2 mandates is equal. Before the end of this year. But we are counting. But we are telling them before the end of this year, they will see. As you have said from this November. So Mazin Simon Epa is in line. Again, return what they've destroyed a millions fold. You will recover all as Biafrans come. He say. So painful. So painful. Eunice Uchechi, Ikena Abaloy, I am so sorry. This is too much. Honestly, you can imagine somebody goes and struggles and does what he wants to do, go through all the pain. Somebody called Fulani will just come somewhere and destroy everything. So, oh Lord, have mercy. And these people are nothing to us just because they have the backing of Britain. These are people that when we hold, we just squeeze them and squeeze out the juice in their body. Squeeze them and squeeze out the juice in their body. They have this audacity. They carry AK-47, stand and begin to talk nonsense. Look at them lanky idiots. Things that empty brains. Physically they're unfit, mentally they're unfit, everywhere they're unfit. Yet they have this audacity because Britain gave them a bonus. And we are sitting down watching them to perpetrate all these evils. But how are we going to stop the killing of our people and burning of our houses? No doubt, ESN is working so hard. That is why we need funds to equip our people, because people need to be recruited. More people want to come in. We need funds. People should support ESN. Support the fundraising. This fundraising that is coming on the 12th. People should come out with funds. This money you are holding somewhere, you are using to eat and buy cloth and make weave on, put on your hair, and buy shiny this and buy G-string, buy this, buy all of this stuff. This money, when Fulani catches you, that is the end. They will cut the G-string. They will butcher you. Take that money now. This is not the time to buy G-string or buy human hair. This is the time to take that money, put in your freedom, put in your security. When we receive our freedom, you will have enough to buy all of those things. If you want to buy hundreds of G-strings, you buy them. If you want to buy hundreds of human hair, you buy them. If you want to buy iPhone, the latest of the iPhone 24, you want them to build your own special iPhone, you will have the money to do it. They'll build a special brand for you. Oh my God, no doubt ESN is working so hard to keep. Yes, so they're working so hard. These killings must stop. The killings must stop, and we must take decisive actions. Ma Gloria Matthias, so sorry, Kenna. So sorry, honestly. Ma Gloria, thank you for that. Peter will be assured the caliphate that they will benefit more if he wins. That's what he assured them. No, Martin's us. Thank you. Thank you. He assured them that. If you see the way he was talking, he wanted to please them by all means. By Maxwell, Kelechi, God bless you for this job, selfless job you are doing. Thank you so much, Maxwell. Maxwell, thank you for your message. Thank you so much. Thank you. He said to your prayer. And dishes, shalom, Ma. God bless you. Shalom. Obri's dishes. Okay, 150. Yes, 116 days. I think it's about 116 to 115 days now we have left, to our freedom. So Biafra or nothing, no going back. We move Biafra. Jude wants to, yes, so no going back. That's how they have won somebody's house, in spite of the suffering. Bro, Ikenna, don't worry. The restoration of Biafra will wipe all tears. Honestly, we say, oh Lord, I don't know. I don't know how people feel. How I feel like this Biafra should come now. Honestly, Obri's dishes. Past 36. Okay, you're talking to somebody. You could get out of this platform with that your advert. Is somebody advertising here? I didn't see that advert. I didn't see the advert. Let me see if I'll be able to see it. It's unimaginable what the governors of Southeast are allowing these trigger happy demons into. How can you say it's unimaginable? These governors are working for they are stooges now. What do you expect them to do? They are our enemies. We have declared them enemies. We know they are enemies. They are working. They divide us. Then they take those people because they need to divide you to a place where they can manage you. So they divide you and then take these people, put over you. So they are not governors for you. They are governors for the caliphate. Governors of the caliphate government. They are not a democratic government where you can say, this is unimaginable. Why would the governors be here? They are working for the caliphate. So it is not about whoever is called a governor, whoever is not a governor. It is the fact that these people, they are all when we are saying enough is enough, we are talking about all of them, all the politicians, because we know they represent the Fulani Caliphate. Very sad. They have killed us enough. We can't wait for Biafra to be restored and now they can release. Stella Uzuka, thank you so much. We can't wait for that. Let me see that stuff that British issues was talking about. We can't wait for that. It is so disheartening and painful. But I want to tell you that this time around, I want to play this video of this guy again. Maybe we should listen to this guy's video once so that we can understand what he's saying. So we understand that mistake we'll make to think that we can when we are safe, everything is, and all of that. Mazi, please, I want to see the videos of this oil pipelines have exploded by don't worry, Festus. We are not hiding anything again now. Mazi, someone have told them that we are going to, that's economic, this thing they have brought to us, we are going to give it back to them. So it's not a thing to hide again. They are going to see, they're going to hear it very hard. Let me play this guy's video again. Listen to him again. Listen to this guy again. He said, I'm going to play the video of those crying in the East. Then I'm going to play this guy's video, the one abroad, so that you know that wherever you are, it is not something to just think that it is fine with you. Whether in Biafra land, abroad, you are also going to be a victim. Just watch and listen.
The world is on fire. Everywhere smoke. Izome market is burnt. Look at Izome market. Everywhere is burnt.
Meloku everywhere. Let me so back when I know. Where do
The world is on fire. Everywhere smoke. Izome market is burnt. Look at Izome market. Everywhere is burnt.
Meloku everywhere. Let me so back when I know. Where do so back when I know.
So I crossed into the European border through the Hungarian side, the Hungarian border with Ukraine. So I had to get a ticket from Hungary straight to Berlin. And then I had a valid ticket. The charter, the UN charter says, hey, this countries respect human rights, so they will give us a right of passage, right? I get to Frankfurt, still on a train. And then the Bundespolice came in, they stopped our train. They were like, I don't know, 15, 20 of them with dogs. They stormed our train. They walked into my coach, said, do you have a ticket? I produced my ticket because I paid for my ticket. 100 and something, I still have the ticket in my bag, 100 and something euros. I said, okay, do you have a right to enter Germany? I said, yes, the law says refugees from Ukraine are allowed to enter. That's what the law says. I bring out my ID, my passport, and my permanent resident in Ukraine. I show them. He nods his head. He goes, he talks to his superior, and then he comes back. And he says, I have to get off the train. I'm like, for what? He says, because I wasn't born in Ukraine. I was livid. I'm like, what does that mean? I wasn't born in Ukraine. I've lived in Ukraine so long. Why would you say because I wasn't born off the train, I should get off of the train? I have a valid ticket. Why should I get off the train? I didn't stow away on the train. Why should I get off? They said, oh, we need to register you and then we can let you go. There was a German lady I met on the train. She was nice. We were having a conversation all through in English. She told me, oh, I better have to comply. That they said because I wasn't born, I have to do this. I said, they are not doing this for the Ukrainians. I also have the same rights as a Ukrainian who was in Ukraine because I'm a permanent resident. So why are you doing this? They said, because we have to register you. So we got out, all the blacks, and this was just black people they were pulling off the train. So they took us to this holding facility. I remember the address. They took our passports. The address was in Nikola Tesla 1 in Frankfurt. It's a big warehouse. There they segment it. They have they segment the whole warehouse. So they had to keep us out in the cold for like, I don't know, hours because there were lots of us. They said we had to take COVID swabs. They took COVID swabs. They will take your passports, they will bag it, they will take all the money, they will count it, they will bag it, and then they will write on it. Yeah. This is from the Buddhist. This is one of the bags they used to bag our personal belongings. As you see, it's still the same way. The cash that was on me is still the same, unchanged, untouched. I can't even bring myself to tell because I'm still traumatized by it. My bag has a tag. This tag was from Frankfurt. They tag your bags, they tag every personal belongings you have with a yellow tag and a code. Mine was A155. And this is something they made us understand that, oh, it's just simple registration. I even asked some of the Bundespolizei, oh, 1 hour maximum. We're there for 23 hours. Then the next thing I experienced was the most humiliating thing I've never experienced in my life. They took me to a room, asked me to strip naked. I had to go bare naked. They said, oh, I'm like, what's this for? They said, take off all your clothes. And then they made me squat and do a turn around, show them my ass and all that. It was so humiliating because in my life, even going through airport security, traveling, I've never experienced this. I'm like, don't you have body scanners for this? Even if you're suspecting somebody, they are drugs or they are drug moles, this is not the procedure. You don't tell people to go stark naked because you want to search them. When I got to Berlin, the girl told me, hey, that thing you did there is not registration. That's your whatever. I said, this tag I have it. I brought a paper. They said, no, that's for your personal records. I've never experienced such humiliation in my life. Each time I think about it, I want to cry. But as a man, my dad told me, don't cry. But it is humiliating. Somebody, a fellow man like me, would tell me to go naked. It is humiliating. It is. Because I'm trying to cross the country like everybody else.
My father told me not to cry. I am in Ukraine. I have the same rights with Ukrainians. How can you have with Ukrainians? How? A Ukrainian who has fought for his land, who is fighting for his land, you want to have the same right with him? How? Why didn't you go carry AK-47 and join their military? You see, oh Lord have mercy. He said his father told him not to cry. Is that the only thing your father taught you? Not to cry? What about taking action against the situation that is causing you to cry? What about taking action against the situation that is causing you to cry, that wants to make you cry? That is what we are saying. We have to change the narrative so that we will not begin to think that other people are a problem. Look at in the video, they say black, is it a mistake to be black? What kind of question is that? They have fought for their nation, they have made their nation right and all of that. They have done everything for their nation. You go there, you want to relax. Now Ukraine is fighting, you want to run away into another country to relax. You're looking for everywhere that is okay to relax. You're looking for everywhere it is comfortable. Ukraine is in war. You didn't go to join them in the war. You want to now run away and go to where you are going to relax. So why wouldn't they treat you that way? Because all you're looking for, they know you Africans as people who are just looking for where to go and enjoy, just where to go and get something and relax and just be comfortable. You are too lazy. You just want your stomach, just fill your stomach, enjoy yourself, and buy burger, and that's all. Ukraine is fighting. You think if he stood up to say he wants to fight with Ukraine, you think they would have treated him that way? They would have given him weapons. And then maybe when he finishes, they will honor him if he lives, if he survives it. But now, because he's running away to another place to go and relax, we are always looking for where it is okay. Everything is set for us. Everything is cool. So we just go there and relax. That's what we're always looking for. As Africans, that is why the people treat you that way. If you don't want to have sense, have sense. That is why I keep saying Trump should come, or somebody even worse than Trump. If we call it worse, let me use it. Somebody who is hardened, more hard than Trump, that will come and set the black people, the people as they call themselves blacks, because that's what they call themselves. You know, those blacks, let him come and put laws and rules and regulations that will make them uncomfortable in that US where they are, so that they will begin to think about coming back to go and fight and make their land good. He said that they humiliated him. Oh, Lord have mercy. You are running into another nation where you think it is comfortable. You want to go and continue your enjoyment. And they tell you, man, you are not a citizen. You have a place. Why are you not in your place? Why are you not in your place? Why are you running away from your nation? That is what they were telling him by the treatment they gave him. They are telling him, why are you running away from your nation? You are not a Ukrainian. And he's saying he has the same right with Ukrainian. How? Ukraine, you have the same right with Ukraine. How? Somebody who is from Ukraine. How? How do you have How do you have the same right? How can you have the same right with somebody who fought for his nation? How can you come and claim having the same right? They said, no, you don't have the same right. You are a foreigner. And they gave him the foreigner treatment, the racism treatment that every foreigner deserves, especially those ones who refuse to fight for their nation. You think if he was a Chinese, they would treat him that way? You think if he was an Indian, they would treat him that way? Do you think if he were a Canadian, they would treat him that way? Do you think if he were a Chinese or an Indian, let's talk about these nations that were very poor, Chinese, India, or a Singaporean, or Indonesian, you think they would treat him that way? They won't treat him that way because they know these people are doing everything to. These people have become from poverty, they have come up to the point where they are very, very powerful now. They know all of that. So they know that you guys are all these African people are just opportunists looking for where everything is fine for them to just go and relax. So they know he's moving away from where there is war now, Ukraine, and he wants to run into somewhere else that is good. To be comfortable, he will continue to enjoy. So they have to treat him that way so that his sense will come back. But his sense refused to come back. He says his father taught him how not to cry, but his father never taught him how to deal with the matter that is trying to make him cry. The only thing his father taught him is to experience the situation and not to cry, to move on, without teaching him how to change the situation that is trying to make you cry. If he had understood that part of life, that you need to change the situation, if you are not going to cry, then you need to change the situation so that you don't have another opportunity or another situation like that will make you cry. Then to do that, you must make sure that you change the situation. Then you would have seen his language would have changed. As soon as he got to that point where he said, my father taught me not to cry, but to face the situation. And I've decided to face the situation. I'm going to go to my country. I'm going to make sure I fight to see that things become better, to see that we receive our freedom, so that we can get our freedom, and then I can be in my nation. And also that he would have talked like a man, but he was crying. He ended the whole, after giving you the story, he ended it with a cry. Cowardice. He ended it with a cry, just to get your pity, just to make you feel emotional. But that is not my way. It's the time for emotional expression has passed. The time to take action, to change the narrative is now. That is why we're doing what we're doing. That is why we're preaching freedom. That is why we are preaching this time around, to stand and say enough to the Fulanese. That is why we are supporting attack now as a method of defense. That is why this November, this trouser we won't wear, we go wear them. We go wear this same trouser. That's madness where they look for. Then we'll see them in double fold this month. Don't need to cry. don't need to cry. I'm going to end this broadcast here now. Tomorrow, I decided to dedicate today's broadcast to the issue because we need to talk extensively on this issue. By tomorrow, we're going to be having Recreating Biafra program. And so we're going to have our guest, Prince Ezemi Hanacho. He's going to be here to talk more about issues that concerns the gifting and the talents and the things that we need to do to make our land to become better as we enter into our freedom. He's going to be teaching along that line, and it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be explosive, and also prepare for Friday 1 p.m. Biafra time on Why Africa program. We're going to be having Kelechi Media and Prince Ezemi Hanacho also 1 p.m. Biafra time on Friday here, 11th of November 2022. We're going to be here. Kelechi Media will be representing Oduduwa Nation, while Prince Ezemi Hanacho will be representing the Biafra Nation, and we're going to be talking extensively on the benefits of the alliance, the signs and the features of the alliance, and then the benefits of the alliance to Africa as a whole, and how we can use this alliance as an advantage to ourselves and to our nations in general. Very, very important. We're going to be dealing on that on Friday, 1 p.m. Biafra time. Kelechi Media will be here, and also Prince Ezem will be representing Biafra Nation, and Kelechi Media will be representing Oduduwa Nation. And at the same time, that will be the premier program to the grand mega joint media broadcast with the Oduduwa medias, let me call them medias, and then also the the Biafra medias, the autopilot IPOB Biafra media. We're going to be coming together in the joint broadcast, and I'm going to be talking to both sides, and we're going to be hearing strong things from the both sides. We're going to be sealing up this and causing some great things to happen, because this collaboration and alliance is going to be fundamentally is going to push these two nations forward on a parallel line, moving towards the same destination, and at the same time making every other nation around us and all over Africa to be free. It's going to be powerful. So join us tomorrow as we host Prince Ezemi Hanacho on the Creating Biafra show, and then on Friday, Kelechi Media and Prince Ezem again, Hanacho, for the Why Africa program on Friday. So I'll look forward to having you. Let me read the remaining messages and then we close for the day. Have Gloria Matthias, please, Mazi Kelechi, so please try and tell MSC if he can borrow money from other countries when Biafra comes, we pay them back. Let's fight Fulani. We have the money. For example, we need to go into debt. You cannot start your nation by borrowing money. It's going to be a very dangerous one for you. You can't start a nation by borrowing money, honestly. It's going to even set a bad precedent. We're going to even give you money now. They're waiting for you to get your freedom. When you get your freedom, they can confidently do business with you. And we are not going to start Biafra by borrowing money. We have resources. They give us rights and they give us humiliation. That is the life we live in diaspora. It will never stop until we have freedom. That's it. They tell you that you are free, but they are dealing with you indirectly. So just know that all you need is your own nation. Eunice Uchechi, I feel your pain there too, as we all feel it. Fabio Ifediche and KK, don't mind him. Of course. Okay, I laugh. You say Kiki, don't mind him. Okay, it's a laughter. So painful, very sad. Chidebere, more KK. Okay, I got it there. All right, Chidebere, more KK. And this is why we need to fight for our freedom in Biafra land and Oduduwa land, so that we can build our countries. We must take against the situation. We must take against the situation that make us cry. Yes, we must fight against. We must take action against the situations that make us cry. I think that's what I'm trying to say, Emmanuel Afro. Thank you so much. Blessing. Opoku is Opoku. Okay, Opoku. Unforgettable experience, my brother. Take heart. It's an unforgettable, honestly, that kind of experience. But it should make you do the right thing, not to cry. That's what it is. That's my concern. And True Talk, Margaret TV. The Europeans' forefathers fight for their rights. Made their countries better. Yes, they fought it, and somebody wants to just go and sit down there and have the same right with the people who fought for their right. I don't understand how we think sometimes. You just want to go. Somebody fought and got something. You want to just go there and enjoy it. Even if you be woman, they go still say, which kind of thing be that? Chinwe, one kid and one KD. Okay, this is why we are fighting to liberate ourselves as Biafrans. Biafra must come rain, come shine. Thank you so much, Chinwe. Thank you so much for that. Biafra must come shine. It must come. Already made. Please, if you have not shared this video, please keep sharing it now so that people can watch it. And at the same time, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel and also like this video. It is very important that you like the video, because when you like, people also can connect, and when you subscribe, you help us spread. It's very, very important. When you subscribe, we have more audiences. We can reach more people. So it is very, very important. Let's keep doing what we have to do on our own to spread the gospel as much as we do. Fulanis use only radio, and today they are causing havoc because of radio. One small radio. How much more we having the intelligence, at the same time having the technological ability and all of that at our disposal. Please, let's share this video. Subscribe to this channel. Like the video as you're watching it, and then share it on all your social media platforms. It's very important for us to actually do these things. They are very, very important. Let's support ours and make it go viral. They must compensate him. Okay, compensate him. That's what you want to say. Him for humiliating him to that level. Why would they compensate him? I don't even agree that they should compensate him. If it were me, let them humiliate me so that I'll go back to my country and think. So that I will begin to fight for my freedom. Why would you, if you compensate him, he has left war zone, he has run to another country, and they compensate him, and then he will now go and lavish the money on women. That's what he's going to do, and buy and prove to that he has money. And then he will now relax. When you tell him of Biafra, or you tell him of Ududua, or you tell him of wherever he's from, he said, no, we don't believe in that. Because he's relaxed. So no compensation, let him face it. Then he will know that he has to sponsor for his own freedom. As they fought for their own freedom, he should fight for his own freedom. That's what they expect him to do. That's the message they're passing to him. But he doesn't want to understand. Rather, he decides to cry and say his father told him not to cry. But I'm telling him today, if you know him, send him this message. The message you're passing to him is that go and fight and get your own freedom. As we have fought to make our own nation nice so that you can come and enjoy. So that we also can come and enjoy on your own side, and you come to enjoy on our own side. We know it's equilibrium. Not you coming to enjoy and we cannot go to your place. We're afraid of going to your place. You come to our place and enjoy. We'll treat you, we'll give you the treatment of racism so that you can think of going to get yourself nice. So that if you make yourself nice, your side nice, and we make our side nice, the whole world will be nice. Then we can travel anywhere and everybody will treat everybody right. It's as simple as that. Relax with the white woman or man. True Talk Margaret TV. Relax. You know, Tina Martin says, absolutely, your father must have taught you how to deal with the problem that will make you cry. Kelechi, your wisdom be overflowed. He said, thank you so much, Tina Martin says. Don't come and tell us what your father told us. Your father has not told you the right thing. To tell you not to cry is not the solution. You must understand what he should have told you is don't cry, but take action. He didn't complete that teaching. Please go and ask him to explain better to you what he meant by don't cry. Odinaka, most of our people here in diaspora are not looking at the core source of our problems. It's sad, the type of mentality we have. Honestly, hamburger and all of that, and that mindset we have gone abroad. Just makes us lose that interest and all of that. True Talk Margaret TV, you are right, host. Thank you so much, Margaret TV. Thank you for that. And Akachuku Okike Abiyama. It's a long time I heard from you. Good afternoon, Mazi. Where is Lola the lady? I have not seen you. Send a message if you are here, please. Afro Emmanuel, we Africans don't want to set our stage. We want to enjoy a stage that have been set, and that is the problem. That is it. It's like musicians. The way you set the stage, they come and perform. You give them money, they go back. And they go and lavish the money and talk nonsense. Like most of our musicians, they go there and talk nonsense. Because what they do is, they come, the stage is set for them already. They come and perform. You pay them, they go. They lavish the money on girls. Impregnate more girls. Buy expensive car. Before you know it, when they get old, they are broke. That is why anytime a stage is set for you, you don't hustle for that stage. You just come on that stage, perform and go. They pay you. You never value that stage. You never value anything you make from it. That is the same thing our people are doing abroad. The stage have been set abroad. They go there, sit on the stage and make the little they can make. They pay them the stipends they will pay them. They lavish the money. They do everything. They refuse to do their own thing. In the end, Fulani will go and destroy what they have put. In the end, they will lose everything because the Fulanis will come and attack what they have put. That is why we say we want to build our nation. so that when we have investment, we stay on any stage and make anything. We will value the stage because we have a stage that we also set. When you know that you took your time and strength to set your own stage, when you see other people's stage, you will value it. The people will also value your stage so that you will value their own stage. That is how it works. You don't leave your stage and you don't leave your side. You don't set your stage. You just go to their own stage, sit down, make money, and you want to go back, and they will deal with you. They will give you water. Biafra is our sovereign nation. We will fight for it with every breath in us. Biafrans, wake up. Thank you so much, Thank you for that message. Biafrans must wake up to that. Esther Okwosa. Biafra must be restored to avoid all these unwarranted humiliations. That is what is going to solve it. Nothing else but Biafra freedom. Stella Uzuka, you are absolutely right. Thank you so much, Stella, for that message. I appreciate you. Mrs. Ada Zion, we always look for well-feathered beds. We won't work for it. We want to enjoy what other people have labored for. Don't you hear our people boast about New York? Honestly, it's, you know, sometimes when I listen to those kind of, I just laugh. They will say, yes, they boast about California, Los Angeles, and all of that. Boast about somebody else's stage, and your own stage is yet set. Honestly, please, let's stop all those things. They're not, no, they show the level of our, self, our inferiority complex. That's what it shows when you're boasting of other people's stage, other people's nations, and your own place is, it is self-low esteem, inferiority complex. That's what it is. Princess E. Ikenna, I'm sorry for your loss. Ikenna, we sympathize with you on that loss. Honestly, it's so painful. Tina Martinsos, that's why we are getting strength to do what we have to do today. They see us like opportunists. That is what we are. They see us like, and that is what we are. We should accept the fact of what we are. Tina Martinsos, thank you so much, right, Kenna. I'm so sorry for what the zoo put you through. Take heart, it's worth. Thank you so much, Fine Maxwell, for that message to our brother Ikenna. Mr. Dazan says, tell him, try telling him to promote Biafra. He'll rebuff it. That's it. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. If you call him now, talk about Biafra, you'll still rebuff it. You understand? Eunice Uchechi, great man. Okay. Thank you. Okay, Chuku for ordinary 23 hours. He's crying. Incredible. They told him he's going to last for 1 hour. They kept him for 23 hours. He will get just 23 hours. So what if they have kept him for 1 week? They keep him in detention and say that they need to investigate him. Will he come up? Oh, our people, go and set your stage so that people will respect your stage. When they see your stage, how fine it is, they will value your stage, and that value they give to your stage, they will extend it to you. And when you come on your stage, they know you have a good stage, so they know they will not treat you bad because they know you have a good stage. So they will not treat you bad because they know that your stage is fine. If they mess up, you go back to your stage, and they know they need your stage too because they need to appear on your own stage. Just like they also know that you appearing on their stage gives you money. They also want to appear on your stage and get money. So go and set your stage, then they will give you that respect, maximum respect. Ikenna, all must, okay, Odin Akachuku say something first. He said, GCK, one name, Ikenna. Okay. Ikenna, please, GCK, GCK, please. And let's see a message from Ikenna here. Ikenna says, all must bow for Biafra. Yes, so Ikenna, I like your resilience. That is the spirit. It must continue. Ada Vine says, Mrs. Ada Zion, good afternoon, Mwanyani, Mazio, and now this is your hailing, eh? This is your hailing, Maxwell. Wachuku, Mwakego, good afternoon, Mazi. Thank you, Wachuku. Please, you can go watch from beginning. I know you are just joining. Later, you can watch it from beginning so you can get the content of this message today. Mwakala, Romest, Romy and Romest, Romiest. Good job. Thank you so much, Romiest. Thank you for that. Thank you for the compliment. And Afro Emmanuel, thanks, Mr. Kill. Thank you so much, my brother. You're always with me here. Thank you. I appreciate you very much. Thank you so much. Andy Duru says, oh, Andy, you're here now. You have come again. Lord, you have come again. Holy Ghost, come and take control. That is a song, eh? Made some of our people lazy away. I've come against it. All the Holy Spirit want to take control. They don't want to take action. Just relax. Wonderful message from Mazi. Okay, I understand the context of the message anyways. You have come again, take control in this so that you can inspire us to do better. Yes, I now understand. It is not to keep us to be lazy, to be expecting the Holy Ghost to do for us. We are inspired to do wonderful things by ourselves. Wonderful and powerful message from Mazi K. Thank you so much, Andy Duru. I appreciate you so much. And we have Andy Duru again. Special greetings to Biafrans and our brothers Odudua. Thank you so much, Odudua people. We are going to move strongly together. All praise this is Mama Gloria. I concur. Yeah, so I'm going to read the message and then we round up for today. We're already 2 hours. Wow, I didn't expect that we're going to get into 2 hours. And good job, Mazi. Keep on keeping on. We are going home. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Ikenna, Abalobi, Biafra, or we all perish. I assure you that. Thank you so much, Ikenna. That's it. When things like this happen to us, we should speak power, not crying. Thank you so much, Vine Maxwell. You are blessed. They were Mrs. Adazan says to Vine Maxwell. And then we have True Talk Margaret TV. Their women fight too. Of course. I know, yeah. Okay, I understand what you're trying to say now. Because I mentioned women. Then no, what I was trying to say that time, when people make money, it is women, they go carry women or go to chalets or go carry one and shower somewhere or something. That's what they do with money. So I was trying to say that are you a woman that they will now come and carry you? When they make money, they come and spend it on you. That's what the impression I'm trying to go. I'm not talking about the women's side of fighting. No. Okay, I think I have explained it better now. Esther Okosa, Chuko Pikiabiama, please give us Biafra to end the unnecessary embarrassments. He say he's going to give us the spirit of Biafra is already at work, so he's going to give it to us. Like, share the message. Andy Duru always reminding our people to like and share the message. And Duru, thank you. You're always reminding our people this. Chuko bless you very much. Chuko bless you, honestly. So please share, like this video, subscribe to this channel so that we can spread the gospel, so that we can grow and spread this gospel. We need to really spread this gospel. Also, John Almeida, you really spoke like me in this issue of immigration and will send to many friends relaxed in Western world. Thank you so much. Yes, so my brother, we need to send these messages to them. Let them listen because they have become so foolish. We have become so foolish that we relax, we take everything for granted. You can now Abelobi says, God will surely help us because he told me that in Jeremiah 16, he will deliver us from the land of the zoo. Yes, so he will definitely do it according to his words. And that is why we are taking action, because he will do it through us. Emmanuel Obino, exactly. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Edith Ogier, let me read it. Our fathers must teach us not to behave cowardly. Yeah, so our fathers must teach us. They should teach us the complete message that we should have and know. John Almeida, our ancestors will be sad seeing us crying after they've bravely fought out of. Honestly, you are correct, my brother. They will see how can we be crying, or the not exactly the stage we set, not the fake one given to us by Europeans through flag independence. We have to set the stage. We have to set the stage, my brother. We have to set that stage. The truth remains that as long as we are still part of that contraption called zoo, Fulani will continue to burn our houses, quit us without remorse. 2003 is a done deal, please, God. Yes, it is done. It is done deal. We cannot remain in that contraption because we know with that contraption we are gone forever. We are gone forever. Tochiku Michael. By next week, by next week program, next day when I'm going to be talking about the evidence history, you're going to hear more on that matter. You just raised now. Tochiku Michael, we should wake up, and our leader should be given us alert on time. Please, I have sacrificed myself for the Biafra fight. Just alert me, and I will join. Thanks. All right. Tochiku, don't worry. Everything is set. Everything is getting set. True Talk Margaret TV, True Talk host. Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you so much for that compliment. I'm possessed with the spirit of Biafra. No going back. Yes, so that is it. Not crying. We don't cry for shit, Good afternoon. You much. You too much. Dollar Fox, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, Mel Fox. God bless Mazi Samaneka. He said God will bless him wherever he is. He's doing a great job. He's still working as we're talking. Host, you are speaking the truth. True Talk Margaret TV. Thank you so much. True Talk. Then True Talk Margaret TV again. Share. Don host. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, True Talk. Thank you so much for sharing. And please, everyone, also share. Ikena, the last message. Ikena Balobi, last. All the zoo must collect water Pro Max. Thank you. This is the last message that we have received and that I'm going to read out. Thank you so much. And thank you all for being part of this. Please share, like this video, share, send to all your social media platforms. Tomorrow is the Recreating Biafra program, 1 p.m. Biafra time. We're going to have our guest as usual, doing marvelously, great man, Prince Ezemihianacho. He's going to be here, and we all are going to hear from him. Marvelous teachings will happen tomorrow. And of course, on Friday, we're going to have Koiki Media and Prince Ezemihianacho again. Koiki Media representing the Yoruba, nation, and Prince Ezemihianacho representing the Biafra nation. And we're going to be talking about critical matters that concerns the two nations, the alliance that brings us together, and how it will affect the average people in these nations, and how it will affect the whole of Africa. Thank you so much. I am grateful to have you all. And please, if you have somebody who is gifted, who is talented, who has great ideas, and who has great potentials, you want us to interview them and talk to them and help to express their talent all over the world and help to showcase them, just contact me on +212 707 898 and then I can pair and talk with the person, and we're going to link, and then we're going to showcase the person here. Every Thursday we have that program for such kind of people, Recreating Biafra, where we showcase them, and so that we can discover what they have and prepare them against when we're going to have a nation. And then when we have a nation, we're going to use them as a means of growing our nation, because in their area of talent and gifting, they are going to be very useful in that area for the growth and development of our nation. On Saturday, we're going to be having the Nugget Conference. We're going to be having 2 veterans, people who were in the war, during the war. 2 men will be here, a chief and a pastor. They are going to be here. I would send the publicity on Saturday. Please don't forget. Put it in your journal right now, in your diary. Saturday, 1 p.m. Biafra time, we're going to have 2 men who were in the days of the war. During the war, they're going to give us their experiences. They're going to talk to us the things that happened. They're going to teach us what we need to know. They're going to put strength in us. They're going to stir us up, and they're going to motivate us. They'll be here on Saturday. Every Saturday, we're going to be featuring veterans of war, and both the civilians and the people who also partook of the fightings. We're going to be having them here every Saturday. We're going to be having a guest for that, and they'll be here 1 p.m. Biafra time on the Nugget Conference. So this Saturday, expect this weekend is jam-packed, is full. Tomorrow, on the Recreating Biafra program, we have Prince Ezemihianacho. On Friday, we have Koiki Media and also Prince Ezemihianacho, which is the Why Africa program. Then on Saturday, the Nugget Conference, we're going to have these 2 great veterans in Biafra. They will be coming here 1 p.m. Biafra time. They will be coming here to speak their experiences to us, to teach us through their experience, and to impact us through their experiences. A pastor and a chief, they will be here, and they will be doing marvelous work, and all of that. So please prepare yourself for that. God bless you all with all the blessings. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bless you too, Mrs. Adazan. Thank you so much for the message. And please, as our sister have said, True Talk, Margaret TV, please share and repost to all your platforms so that we can spread the good news. I appreciate you all for watching, for always being here with me, and for the relationship and the communication. And as we grow, one day when we get Biafra, I'm going to see you, I'm going to hug you, I'm going to kiss you, and we're going to cry together and say, thank God we made it. Thank God. That cry will be the cry of joy. That is the kind of cry we are talking about, not cry of cowardice. That cry of joy when we hug ourselves and say, yes, we have fought a good fight, and now we are in the blessing. We are in the promised land, and we are enjoying. We're going to celebrate on the streets of Biafra, every part of Biafra celebration everywhere. That is the kind of cry we're going to cry, not the cry of cowardice, not the cry of regret and self-pity and low self-esteem, but the cry of joy and jubilation. Shouts of joy and victory resounds in the tents of the righteous of the Lord. That's what David said. Shouts of joy resounds in the camp of the righteous. Shouts of joy and victory resounds in the tents of the righteous. The Lord's right hand has done mighty things for us. That's what we're going to say. The Lord's right hand is lifted high, because the Lord's right hands have done mighty things for us. The Lord's right hands lifted up high. We're going to celebrate when we get to Biafra. Please be careful, be watchful, and also watch your back, because these days are evil. The Pro Max stage is another level. So we must sing the Lord's song in our land, not in a foreign land. Thank you so much, Ikenna Abalubi, for that last message. That is it in our land. Thank you all. I want to appreciate you all. I'll play the video of what happened yesterday, at 2 days ago at Zombe, and then we close the program. Thank you all. God bless you. Really good being part of this program.
The way Izombe is on fire. Everywhere smoke. Izombe market is burnt. Look at Izombe market. Everywhere is burnt.
Meloku everywhere. Let me so back when I know. Where do I go?
Izombe.